You're a nerd, Ninjor. Hello, Atlas. Oh, Atlas, I need to send you something. Date, please. Oh my god, it's Ollie! Yo! How you doing, Ollie? Your blood if you let me, baby. I know your love until you hate me. Ba-da-da. Yes, the air is human, so don't be one. Hello, Cherry! I bought a corset and I feel hot. Yo! Oh my god, tell me about your corset. Why do you sound so far away? Is it better now? I didn't move my mic. I forgot to move my mic. Monsters Buzz me people. Oh my god, I should send the pic of me in the server? Yeah, go for it. Hello, Alter. Then you have your love if you want me to. Guys, I have bubble tea, and it's sour bubble tea, and it's amazing. Now, you sound like you're in a tunnel a little bit. It might be me, though. Ooh, am I sounding like that for everyone else? Milo! Yo! Thank you so much for the 10 bits! How you doing? Sour? Yes, it is sour gummy bear. It's amazing. And off topic, yo. Guys, do I sound like I'm coming into a tunnel? Because the only thing I can think of, Ollie, is that if you're listening to me through, like, Bluetooth headphones, maybe I'm connected to the wrong... like, I know on my Bluetooth headphones, there's headphones and headset, and the headset always sounds really weird. I did change my setup, to be fair, Ollie. So, like, I haven't figured out all the, like, the stuff yet. It might be a Bluetooth because it's fine for me. Okay, I'm glad. Like, I'm sorry for Ollie, but, like, I'm glad because, like, I don't know how to fix it. Atlas, please look at what I sent you. Please, please, please. I need to know if you're going. I sent you something on Discord. I'm using a plugin, Edbud's crying, screaming, no! I'm so sorry, Ollie. Oh no. I know! Atlas, guess where they're not going? They're not going to Toronto. The only place in Canada they're going is on the mainland. They're, like, in Vancouver. They're not going to Toronto. L Toronto? I know! That's what I'm thinking! If you use the code that I circled, you can buy them now. Otherwise, you have to wait until tomorrow. Oh yeah, why don't you? Well, you know, sometimes Toronto needs to take an L, you know? I'm in the Discord, I'm still not done with the fan art. Oh my god. Can I see it? Where is it? Is it in the fan art? Was it from a while ago? Yeah, I better be in Toronto. Wait. Yeah, I'd better be in Toronto than be here, to be honest. Oh. It's been thank you so much. Yes. I've already bought my tickets, but, like, you know. Body thinking I was very, very strange. Thinking to myself, I remember what I said and tell you how to start. I think I heard my mom call for dinner, so I'm just gonna grab dinner and I'll be back. Dinner has been acquired. Oh my god, Nick goes hello! Guys, it is Ghoul Boy time. We are watching Mystery Files. Ah! Tell me what you're scared of. Hello, 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 hello. I'm a little bit, okay. I didn't really check how bright or dark I was gonna be, so hold on a sec. Yeah, I do have techno merch. I have this and I also have the t-shirt. No, the eye drawing and the crafts and creations. I'll go look, I'll go look. Oh yes, I did see that. Very good, very good. Yes, I have techno merch. So it has like the little pigs on the side, and then it says Technoblade, and then it says Good Game on the back. Yes, because it would have been his birthday today, so that's why we're wearing the techno merch. Yes. I'm gonna turn this down one because it's a little bit too bright. There we go. Okay, so the Ghoul Boys, the Mystery Men, they have welcome back. They have released a new episode of their Mystery Files. It came out last Friday. I haven't watched it yet. So we're gonna watch it. It changes a lot. I'm confused. I don't know. I don't know, Ollie. I think your earbuds might be bugging out. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Drew an eye on my hand when I was in finals for math. Ah. That's fun. That's fun. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna be watching. Yeah. We're gonna be watching the debrief from the TV Tuber one first, and then the new one, which is the Tunska. And then the Tunska debrief. No, I'm talking about the setup. Oh, yes! Yes, the setup changed a lot. I got a new desk, so my desk is in a new place. So, like, I am currently where my bed used to be. So I'm against that wall, so, like, that's the bookshelf that used to be my background. And so this is a new setup, and, I like it a lot, because it looks, my bed's not in the background, essentially, is, like, the biggest thing. But I also have some art that my friends made of me and my characters, and then I have, like, a bunch of, like, little knickknacks that I really like, and then you can actually see them. They're, like, in the background now. I don't know, like, it just, like, I have, like, you know, I have desk space. Like, I have a desk behind me, so I have this, and then I have the other one, and then I have the desk in front of me. It's awesome. That's my dinner. Yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing today. That's pretty much it. Also, the thing that I was talking to Atlas about was basically, they're doing a live tour, like they did for Ghost Files. And I'm assuming it's for the second season of Ghost Files. And they have, like, a bunch of places that they're going. And they're going to Vancouver, which is the nearest place to me. Which is great. That's awesome. And then I was looking at it, and they're not going to Toronto. And the thing is that usually when American people come to Canada, the only place they go is Toronto, or they'll go to Toronto and Vancouver. And so I just thought it was really funny that they're only going to Vancouver. To be honest, I think they're only doing, like, West Coast, and that's why. But, like, so I'm gonna go see them live. I'm very excited to go see them live. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited. It's gonna be awesome. Okay. Also, like, it's very base, though. It is very base. Did I see what I said, though? Yes, I did see that. About the Ren Fair. Yes, I did see that. I have to look at the date because it might be a day where, like, I have to be here, unfortunately. I think it's at the same time as SakinoCon. I'm not sure, though. I have to look. But I did see it, and I saw it at work, and I was gonna reply to you, and then I forgot. There's a couple of weekends for it. Oh, okay. I will have to look at it then. I'll definitely have to look at it then. Okay, we're going to turn off music. Okay, I will look at it. I'll look at it to make sure. Guys, also, like, generation loss has been living in my head rent-free. If you follow me on Tumblr, it is literally, like, the only thing I post about on Tumblr right now. Sorry, I had to move my camera over. Oh boy, it is. Yeah. Yeah. But because I go into the tag for it, and there's so much cool fan art. Like, how can I not? You know? You're just on my feed is jealous because of you and cake. Oh my god, my friend got engaged. My parents are all disgusted because it's right after high school, but I don't care. I'm happy for them. A lot of people get engaged right after high school. I don't think, like, if they were together in high school, I don't think it's that weird to get engaged right after high school, especially if they were together the majority of high school. There's, like, a psychological thing. I never actually looked this up, so it might not be true at all. But there's, like, a psychological thing that if you, like, get together in, like, grade 9 of high school, so, like, the first year of high school, and you stay together all throughout senior year, it's, like, the equivalent of being in, like, 10 years in a relationship or something dumb like that. So, like, because you, like, change so much. So, you know. Okay. So this is going to be the debrief of the episode we watched before, like before Generation Loss stuff happened. So this is about the guy who robbed a bank and then he escaped by going into an inner tube on a river and then just floating away. So this is the debrief.
A slapdash heist or a stroke of genius? Grab your swim trunks and your aqua shoes. It's time for the series premiere of Mystery Files Debrief.
Excellent.
Hello. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ryan and that's Shane.
Each week on Debrief, we're going to be revisiting these kooky cases, going behind the scenes, answering your questions, and discussing your absolutely crazy theories.
And this week's case is the first of the season and one of mine.
I made Jen Lost shoe.
Ooh.
What a guy.
Are you going to show us?
Yeah, funny guy.
Funny guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a criminal, surely, but my guy. My guy.
You know, I was lobbying hard for us to do this first Mystery Files debrief ever on a lazy river in tubes ourselves, but...
Are we saving that for the finale?
Just wasn't in the budget this time around, but maybe next season.
We're big tube guys. I mean, we talk about this in the episode. We love lazy rivers, love tubes. So this is content straight
I mean,
down
they could have
straight
sat
down
in the inner tube in
When
the
you
office.
sit in an inner tube, are you one of those guys that, like, hovers your butt above the water in the little donut? Like, you know, like this, where, like, you're kind of, like, sitting, but your butt's not touching the water? Or are you sitting all the way in the tube so your ass is skimming the water?
I tend to get half my body underwater and just...
Oh, so you're a hanger.
I'm a hanger.
You're a Jack from the Titanic floater.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
And that he floated to the very bitter end, but...
Except, yeah, up until then, yeah.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's get into the theories.
Theories time, let's go!
The case of DB Tuber was a strange one in which a hometown hero turned criminal mastermind attempted and nearly succeeded robbing a bank and escaping authorities on a lazy river raft.
I love it.
It is good. Really inspired stuff. And since this is a
Thank you for the
solved
like,
case,
Milo.
rather than discuss the theories, I'd like to take a moment to ask, what would you have done? How would you have robbed a bank? I could reframe that.
How would you rob a bank, Shane?
Answer's not
So
up
that I
there.
could give it to the
Fair.
police so that you
think
could never
maybe
rob
the
a bank.
Sewers?
Oh, shit.
I think maybe the sewers.
You scurry around like a little rat.
I'd scurry around like a little rat. I think I'd use the sewers.
How would you get into
to
the
my
sewers?
advantage. I'd steal all the money. I'd disappear down a manhole. The pipe's got to go somewhere.
It's probably gonna smell so bad down there.
And then I'm just staying down there forever.
What if the week
I'm
of the...
I'm living down there like Splinter.
But what if the week of the bank robbery was a town-wide
Chili fest?
a chili cooking
Chili cook-off.
competition, and now you're down in the sewers for like a week?
No, you don't understand. I'm living down there.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You're
Not a week.
You're gonna live in the sewers.
Yeah, with all my money.
Oh, because they would think you ran away to a different place, but in reality, you just went down.
Yeah, I'd be like Mike Myers in Halloween Ends, you know?
How would you spend the money?
Yeah, he retreats. Everyone loves
If
that
you
movie.
if
Maybe
you
I'll
hid in
eat
the sewers,
people,
how would you spend the money?
Dogs. But I got a lot of money.
I'm starting to
What would you
wonder
do?
what's the purpose of having all this money if you're just gonna be hiding in a sewer?
That's
isn't
right.
that
Because it's mine. What would you do?
I definitely wouldn't do that because when it comes to stealing a large sum of money, most people think of like, oh, I'm gonna go spend the rest of my days now on a beach in Costa Rica or some shit.
And you would not do that. You'd zag on him.
No, I think I would do that.
You would do that. Oh, you're double bluffing.
Well, I just think that makes more sense because they're also not going to find me there. But
you'd go to
if you want to live in
but
a
here's
world
the thing, though.
surrounded by shit where
you have to be very careful of how you deposit the money because if you deposit that amount of money, it gets like investigated.
Just go lean in on and be like, "Hi, I'm Ryan Bergara. I robbed a bank."
No. I would just use some sort of alias and go to a place like, like Jamaica or something. Like I'm sure they have some all-inclusive resort.
You join like a steel drum band.
Well, you have to carry the bag of money around because you can't deposit anywhere.
I would say my name is, Bob Greengrass or something like that.
Bob Greengrass.
And then it'd be like, hello.
They got some green grass down there in Jamaica.
They do.
Like.
My name's Bob Greengrass. Where can I get some green grass? Also, I'll take one membership to the Lazy River, please. Don't ask me why I'm paying cash only and why I'm carrying it in a Louis Vuitton duffel bag.
Bob the Robber.
How would Bob rob? I know the guy's name is DB Tuber.
Well, that's not his name.
Well, it's his name.
Okay.
I know his name was Anthony Curcier, but his name is DB Tuber. And I know this is weird to criticize his escape method in that he escaped on a tube because his name is DB Tuber, and we all love that. How would you have escaped here? Would you have done the tube?
Well, like I said, I'd probably go to the sewers.
You already said
Removing
this.
the weird fantasy that you would not escape and that you would just...
Our sewer's not a... That's what they did in The Score, starring Edward Norton and Marlon Brando.
But removing the prospect of
So no sewers. Even if I don't live down there, I can't duck down to the sewers and...
Yeah, but that's clearly not what you want to do.
Yeah,
I'm saying
like why
removing the
can't you?
prospect
Why wouldn't
of
you be able to do that?
self-imposed exile, which you seem to have
Hello!
your fascination with. What would you actually do to escape?
Oh my
a
god,
bank
it
robbery?
is! Oh my god, the Battlefield Historian. Why do I recognize that username? Oh, it's because you've been here before. Duh. I was just like... I know, it is Ryan. I think I commented on your username the last time, actually. Yes, it is Ryan and Shane, and they're talking about they're doing the debrief of their mystery file that we watched last week.
What a scary guy.
The purpose of you doing that voice is for me to accept that that's what you actually sound like,
you
or
belong
this
in a
is
box
just
floating down the river, Grandma.
Because if it's the former,
Guys, oh my god!
I don't think anybody...
Okay, Gen Lost spoilers, real quick, but someone on Twitter wrote the quote, like had the emoji of, like, a black box, okay? The emoji of a black box, and then yourself, like, I hate this, /J, okay? And it got held for, for misconduct, for death threats, basically. Because... Anyway.
Okay, so I'm going.
Give me a
that made
voice
sense
that
to someone.
actually could buy. This is a dude ordering a Starbucks.
Give me all your money, or I'll kill you. So I do that whole thing, and then I go, I'm running away now.
Pretend you're looking into the eyes of a bank teller, and this is your real voice.
Hello, give me all your money or I'll kill you. It's sort of Australian.
I'm not really sure where you're from.
Then I say, all right, I'm gonna go now.
I'm pictured the shoe. I only have pictured one shoe, though.
I walk out of view, and then I change outfits.
Yeah.
And I just sort of...
Guys, there's gummy bears
I tie
in this
my
bubble
hands up
tea.
with ropes, and I sidle up next to them.
I'm so excited to get to the gummy bear.
What was that all about? Who was that? I was on my way to the gym with my duffel bag here. They're like, okay, it seems like he's gone. I'll be like, that was scary, officers. All right, I'll see you later.
It'd be tough for you to be the front man in a heist.
Because of the way I look?
Yeah. Because you're so tall.
I know!
Like,
but like they're
blend
big
in.
gummy
You would
bears.
have to be me and
I'll show you guys when I get to
What
that
if when I had my ropes on, I said, he was tall like me, huh?
Yeah, that would kill. That would throw them off the scent. You know the thing is, DB Tuber actually had a pretty good escape strategy because he did escape.
Guys,
the only reason
also,
he got
did you
caught
guys see the
is
picture
because he was
of
a
the guy who
dumbass and
played the
tossed
security
latent
guard
evidence
in...
behind and all that kind
Oh
of
my god,
stuff.
hello,
Like, he took
Alex.
off
In
DNA
Gen
evidence and
Lost,
left his
he's
trail.
like
Tough.
actually
Yeah.
legitimately taller than
Yeah.
If he
Rambo.
had not done that, the tube.
Where did
excellent.
Rambo
The river
find that
moves
guy?
pretty fast, I imagine,
The river is wild.
and it's also super sweet. And I've always wanted to go White River.
What's it to
rafting,
this word?
Whitewater rafting.
I don't know,
water
man. Bro, look at this picture. It's like not. It's not okay. It's not okay, dude. Like I saw the picture, I was like, that's simply not allowed. Like, where did he find this guy? Okay, so this is the picture, right? So, like, okay, so this is the picture, right? Of, like, all of them together, okay? This is the close-up. What? Dude, like, how tall is that guy? Like, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, he has to be wearing platform boots. Like, there's no way he's that tall. He drank all the milk. I know, because, okay, so if Rambo is 6'6", how tall is this guy? That's not allowed! Guys, he's not even wearing platform boots. Look at the... Oh my god. Okay, you can kind of see his feet in this picture. Like, that's his foot right in between. That... Right there. He's just... He's wearing, like... He's wearing, like, maybe combat boots. You know what I mean? Like, he has, like, maybe that much taller than he actually is. Is that another picture with him and Rambo? They're, like, the same height. At least 5 inches taller. My friends are trying to... You could go with them, and I said, I sure, but check my phone and said, never mind, Ulter's live. Oh, no, Emery, if you want to hang out with your friends, go hang out with your friends. I don't even look up anymore, you, just break tonight. And just, like, that's illegal, actually. You're not, it's like, he's not allowed to be that tall. But I want to hang, I mean, you do what you want, you know? Anyway. I wanted to share that with you guys. Anyways, they're talking about something.
Rafting.
Whitewater rafting. Nailed it. And this would be my chance to 2 birds, 1 stone this thing.
Yeah. I feel like that money's gonna get wet though.
Yeah, but it dries.
You're right.
You hang those babies out on the clothesline.
Not if you're Canadian.
Yeah, just on a farmhouse.
Canadian money is basically
We're
plastic.
in town, huh? Strange. Well, just tending to my...
Yeah, I just
trying my hundreds.
Just gotta get back
Good
to
question. 2 block gap or 3 block gap? Do I get to know what this is for?
Well, that's enough of that. Let's move on to the next section of Mystery Files Debrief.
Okay.
Behind the scenes.
My instinct is 3 block gap. Sounds like you're crushing on tall guy.
Chair. Who's that chair for, Shane?
A ghost?
Oh, no, that's for Annie.
Not on this show.
It's for Annie.
TCB, I have some bad news for you. Women. Anyway.
Annie, let's welcome Annie to the set, the director of Mystery Files.
Flawless introduction.
It was so smooth,
Whoa.
smooth like butter. You could spread that over a pancake and call it a day.
We're also sitting very low.
Yeah. This is some, like, weird, like,
sit
Hagrid's
up.
forced perspective.
Usually when I'm sitting in a chair, I'm barely more...
No, this is usually
Imagine being in the same room as Brambu, Shane,
like
and
that.
security
All right,
guy.
well, Annie,
Real.
tremendous work.
did.
on
Real
Mystery
fear.
Files.
When we were creating this show,
And also Wilbur and Tommy are in that same room. Also, I would have had a picture of both shoes, but the other I didn't like the other shoe so much. Oh, I didn't check the picture. Hold on. That looks so cool. Like, genuinely, that looks awesome. Aw, dude, that looks sick. I'm so sorry I poofed for a bit. That's all good. Jerry, you can come and go as you like.
I
You
had
know?
like a very basic concept of what it was going to be.
I'm sure they're lovely people, but man, they're so too effing tall.
And unsolved. I wanted it
My
to be in the
saving
basement.
grace
wanted
is that
it
I
to be
know that I
centered
could beat
around a
all of them in an
projector,
arm
kinda like,
wrestle,
the
so
kids from It when they were trying to find
who
out
even
what
matters?
was going on with Derry. It was a very basic kind of like template, and then I told Annie and then Brittany Lee, the producer of the show, fill it in, and that must have been pretty daunting. So what was that process like?
And he's being a little flowery right now. What actually happened is he showed up on a Monday morning. His eyes were bloodshot. He was wearing
Why look
sunglasses.
at you?
He walks over to Annie's desk. He says,
I'm sorry, I'm
"This
covering up
shit's
Shane's
brilliant."
face
And
sometimes.
he slid a piece
Hold
of
on,
paper
let
on
me-
his desk. It just said Mystery Files.
Exactly.
And he said,
Yeah.
do it.
Do
and
it.
then he left.
Yeah. No.
And we didn't see him for 6 months.
I didn't say do it. I was like, where's the cut?
But
And Annie was like, we have to shoot it first. And I was like, I didn't ask
There
for
we
your
go.
excuses. I asked for results. Like that penguin from Madagascar. Remember him?
I'm
Anyways.
not clocking that.
By
one,
all means,
but-
cover the tall man's
anyway, in
face.
truth, it was a very sort of.
I mean,
it was
I'm
a
kind of still
framework.
covering it.
This was
Oh
like
yeah, in
the
that pic,
true
I was
definition
6 foot
of,
not a
like,
flex
a
thanks
team
to the
effort,
platforms,
and
the one
they
I said
did
in
not
off
have a lot to
topic.
go off of when it came to just the basics. So like they had to
Ooh, I
basically
wanna see
make
the
the show what it is. So
corset.
how was that experience?
Yeah, it's very daunting having so many avenues to go down and
It's
not
loading.
knowing which ones to go
Yeah.
down. But
Yo!
the way Ryan communicates
Oh
is
my
on
god,
Slack,
that looks
where he just types
awesome!
one message at a time, so you're just kind of like
Of course it looks great, Cherry. Oh my
20
god,
different
nice!
Slacks,
Yeah.
sent 10 seconds from each other. But
It's a very
yeah,
good outfit.
It was
10
an
out of 10
interesting
outfit.
experience. I hadn't really worked on anything super research-based in the past, even though I've been working with you guys for years and years.
Yeah, it's a lot more like we've worked together for a very long time. You were at BuzzFeed with us in the unscripted department. The creator of the original Barry Boys video.
It's very good. It's
That's
very good.
true. That's true, and I think we bring that Barry Boys energy to this group house. And that's
Oh my god, oh my god. Rain is cool and stuff. Hello, thank you so much for the
But
follow. How
I
are you
can
doing?
say that you guys
Rain
worked
is
incredibly
cool
hard
and
on
stuff,
it, and
you
it
know?
shows.
Oh, yeah.
And also,
So true and
the
based.
day
Also,
that
I'm definitely
we
not knitting
showed
right
up
now.
and the
That's not
set
happening.
Had been,
That'd be weird.
Constructed here. Shout out to the incredible production designer Billy Jett, who was also responsible for the Ghost Files wall and the Puppet History set, the current season.
Welcome,
It was
welcome, welcome.
incredible.
We're watching the
it felt
debrief,
like
and then we're gonna
walking
watch a new
into,
episode.
I'm
glad.
It was like
Welcome
walking
to the
into someone's
chat.
house. A basement.
indeed.
We're
we are
vaguely
in basement,
listening to
we're
the
talking
debrief.
about-
We're mostly talking about generation loss.
The best part was when you guys would just reference people
Because-
upstairs with no context.
Generation
Yeah,
loss,
it's
you know?
It's Mari.
I hope people understand that.
All of our wives live upstairs. Is there anything in particular that you were
All of our
worried
wives
about,
live
but then
upstairs.
pleasantly surprised by when it came to how
Gen
it
loss, I
came
found my people.
I'm just a worrier, so I just expect everything to go.
Yes, yes, you have. Talk to us about Gen loss. Cause man, when the episodes were coming out, we were like watching them each day. So like one would come out and then we would watch it that day, and then the other one would come out and we watch that day. Like, you know, we are your people, Rain. Yes, 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 yes.
Go wrong
Yeah,
when
me
I
too.
show up.
Gen loss.
I think it's always
I'm
just,
so
like,
normal about Gen
worrying
loss.
about whether it'll flow or not, but you guys have that rapport
You know,
already, so you
guys,
know
I caved and I got
you
the
can
jacket.
just pull things
Actually,
out of your butt and have it be good.
Well, thank you.
That's
there
I
was
feel
free
like you're
shipping,
very
you know.
similar to me in when it comes to unscripted stuff. I could never, ever, ever.
There was
produce
free
or direct
shipping.
something like
It was
those
free
files
shipping.
because being on location.
And I also got the shirt
I mean,
as well.
you saw it with like the first season or two of Weird Wonderful when we did
Yeah.
that.
We love free
I get
shipping.
so
I do love
stressed
free
out when
shipping.
we're,
I also
in
like
location,
localized
we have to get
pricing. So
something.
when it
I
said
love nothing more than a
$97, it was
lockdown
actually
set.
$97.
It's just like,
Yeah.
all right, the people are here.
And then after we shot Mystery Files, I slacked.
Also, guys, I got a raise at work, that's stellar. And then also, Twitch paid me, you know? So, like, I got my subscriber money, so, like, I didn't actually really pay for it, you know? You guys kind of did, so, like, thanks for that. Thank you!
Brittany and Annie.
Thank you,
and
I
it's
got a new
just like,
jacket.
I think you need to hear directly that this was an amazing job that you guys did on this series.
Oh, we
You're
also
gonna
love
be paid for
money!
this, and it came out great.
You know what? I don't
'cause
think
I
I
could
love
feel
money. I
the
think that
worry
I like the thing
that we
that I
all
can
feel
get
when we're
with money.
creating
You know what I
something.
mean?
Yeah,
I
sometimes
feel
you
like
just
there's a difference.
really feel it radiating it off a person, and that was me because I was just shaking.
That happens with like every new show, though. Even with Ghost Files, which is you know, we've ghost hunted before. It wasn't like our first rodeo. We're the best ghost hunters who ever lived.
It's true,
but
they are.
Even that, like in the early goings, it was like especially the studio stuff.
Thanks,
it was like
Milo.
A little, like,
Oh, sorry.
because it is different.
I was just turning it down
obviously.
like a little bit. I
This
saw
is,
the thing, it
true
looked a little bit loud.
mystery stuff. It's not
Money buys
not
cool stuff,
full
so yeah,
photocopy
exactly.
of true crime in any
Milo,
sense.
oh my God.
Because we're discussing weird.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm
And
so
the
excited
vibe
to get
is
the
different,
jacket,
too.
actually.
It
Yeah.
took a little bit of figuring out the vibe.
I remember when I first walked onto set,
Actually, we're gonna
I was
turn
thinking
it up
like
a little bit. It's too
more
quiet now.
traditional over-the-shoulder shots, like, you know.
There we
between
go.
Shane, I mean, this might be really inside baseball, but I liked actually the angles you chose.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so how did you choose the angles for the show because it's different than any of our other shows in that sense.
Yeah, we worked with our DP Juice.
Yeah, it's an interesting like style where they have like someone in a chair and someone else explaining like a presentation.
Moving on 2 of the cameras. Unfortunately, that also means that more space is taken up, so it was a little bit out of necessity.
Wait, what jacket is the Rambo one
had, like,
or no?
3
Yeah, like the red one, like the one he's
and
wearing
obviously
in the
this
show
area is
itself.
open space, so
They
we
were
just have
selling
to
that
kind
with
of,
the
like,
logo.
Carefully place a camera in wherever
Atlas,
there
why?
was
Why would you
room.
say that?
Yeah.
And I think it worked out well. There were a couple things I would have changed, but
I think that's also why the set was so surprising when we first walked onto it, because it was
Yeah.
out of all the sets we've had, it is the most like encompassing. It's essentially like 3 walls.
yeah, there was just a lot going on, so we needed a little bit
I didn't
more
make the
coverage.
thing.
In a perfect world,
I make
would
this
just
a
be
bit of
a
another
box.
thing I made. Wait,
Indeed,
I
that
didn't
would be
I
make
would love that.
Like a
Season 2.
360
thing
box
I'm
that we
making
could, like,
center
shoot.
with the other
One
thing
of
I
these
made.
days,
Oh
One of
no!
these days, I'm gonna
You're
put you in a
us in a
box.
Good luck, Atlas.
One of the things
Good
that
luck.
I wanted in the show, and it's just an example of how basic my instructions were in the beginning, was like, I think we should
Good
have
luck.
the cork board. I want to go back to the cork board, and I think that will be how we present the theories, and that will save us on animation. I think it was Brittany who was like, we should have some sort of element where you reveal certain items of the cork board so that it kind of, there's a little bit of a flow to it.
Yeah, I kind of like how they had this. Like, BuzzFeed Unsolved, like, obviously
That
there's a
was-
lot
that
of
was like
production
daunting.
thing.
The
Where they
corkboards,
had like animation
like,
stuff or they had
came to be
graphics,
in
but
the
like I
week
liked
or two
this.
leading
It was
up
kind of
to it.
Yeah.
So there was
You
like,
guys were like,
there was the basic like download, and then we had several brainstorms leading up, and it was one of the last brainstorms where this makes you sound like a crazy person. Like, I think there should be a cork board. Let's make the cork board. Make it happen, and then just walk
it's
out.
funny too, because a lot of Ryan, like Annie was saying, Ryan tends to communicate via Slack. It's very stream of conscious. So I can't count how many times it's like it'll be a 40 chunk message from Ryan, and in the middle of it he'll be like, "Wait a minute."
And
And
also,
everyone at Watcher just grabs their chairs, like, "All right, here we go."
sometimes also Ryan backs away from his initial ideas like 20 minutes later.
You know what it is? That's actually what it's like to live inside my head. I'm not used to having
sounds like
to,
ADHD.
collaborate or delegate.
like-
when it
he's
comes
like
to a
me
show,
for
which is why
real.
this process was so amazing. It was just like, oh, this is so much easier when you have
The
people
zoom
just
in
looking
on
at
her.
everyone else and rely on their talents. But when I'm just like sitting alone, I argue with myself,
Yeah, you
and that
do.
conversation
so
is
cool
like
for
in my
him.
head.
Sometimes out loud.
Sometimes out loud.
Yeah.
But yeah, the cork board I know was crazy in the morning. We had Brendan and Violet, our production interns.
Sorry,
Cutting
sorry,
stuff.
sorry.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm so far away from the
We filmed these
camera.
over 3 days, and every night we would restart. Because we only have one cork board, so if
Yeah.
we shoot back to back to back, we would always have to reset. And the first 2 episodes, it was kind of an ordeal, figuring out where things should go.
And we had to figure out a system of how we could memorize the route because they were all covered. We didn't know what to do.
You can definitely tell.
There we go.
Did you feel any of the weight of audience expectation?
Thinking about
'Cause this is
getting
kind of,
a
in a way,
cake
a
made
spiritual successor
of,
to a show we did
4 techno
down
and
the road.
cupcake also.
It's like-
BuzzFeed Unsolved True Crime.
Okay, well,
Oh, I don't know.
But you can go ahead and just spell it out.
Were you worried that you had to
Oh.
appease all the true crime sickos, all those sick puppies out there?
I was certainly a little worried. Were you worried?
Because it wasn't true crime, I think that appeased
Yeah.
my fears a
You
little
don't have
bit
to worry
because
about it as much.
yeah,
Chocolate cake is fantastic.
it felt like
What are you talking
somewhat
about?
of a successor, but also not really.
I fully understand.
Good for
There's,
me.
there's probably
I'm in
people
center,
out
I
there
think.
who are like,
Spidey,
I
hello!
love
How you
murder.
doing?
I love the crimes. I'm sad. This is not for me. And look, we get it. But
Yeah.
for the rest of you who are just here for some fun mysteries, we're gonna be talking about
No, my
some
chocolate cake, but just as long as there's not too much chocolate or icing.
Would love more supernatural
Bro,
stuff.
That'd be
the
fun.
the
Yeah.
more
Well, we were
chocolate.
actually
If it's
talking
like it's
a
chocolate with
couple
chocolate icing
days
with
ago
chocolate
about,
chips
like,
with
is
chocolate
there
like
ever a world where there's
I
like
really
a
like
location
chocolate.
version of this, which
That'd
I
be
could
kinda
see
cool.
that happening in the
which
future.
is
go
funny
after the
because
little
usually on my birthday I get ice cream
Yeah.
cake.
Flip
It
it
happened every
Which
now and then.
generally
on
doesn't have a
the
lot of
True
chocolate
Crime
in it.
show.
It's usually like
I can see
vanilla
there being
ice cream.
justification
We
for
go
it.
to a crime scene. We point
Don't you
at
have
things.
chocolate tea? I do. I have
We
3
point with
different
our iPhones.
kinds.
Hey, look at him pointing. There's something there. And then under it,
I
you
just
have
got a new
Something
card
happened here.
to my
You
TV, so
grumbling
now I
under
can
that.
play Breath of the Wild on TV.
I'm sure there'd be some
Ooh,
version
that's
of
gonna
that.
look
Maybe we'll-
beautiful.
cryptid stuff
Oh
is
my
fun.
god,
could
I'm
go
so
out
excited for you.
and hunt a cryptid, or perhaps there is some sort of mystery files, ghost files
Yeah.
crossover.
Or the treasure hunt, like that wasn't really a true crime thing.
That's true.
You know, that's a mystery.
And
Was
that
that
was definitely
supernatural?
That
Was
was,
it? I
That was true crime.
That was
That was
true
true crime.
Yeah.
That was true crime.
We were getting pretty fast and loose with it there.
I kind of,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of understand them not wanting to do true crime. I
Do you
get
know
it
this
because the
guy
true
was
crime
in an
fandom
episode
and
of
like
that one
Anthony
show at
culture
BuzzFeed?
behind true
Yeah.
crime is
He was-
like
Zach
a
worked
lot.
with him.
What?
The DB tuber himself?
Yeah, he was in an episode of
Zach Kornfeld worked
no
on
no
it? Evans?
from the gaming channel.
Oh yeah.
Is that Chizniski?
Not gonna attempt his last
It's
name.
No,
Polish.
I don't want
I
to.
can attempt it because I am Polish. But I
Great
don't-
guy,
Yeah.
but he did this very viral video.
Babushka.
Oh, so it was like
He was
I
like,
robbed a bank and now
ex-robber
I'm playing.
plays.
Well, I want to watch
GTA.
that because I want to
No.
know. Here's the thing: I walked away from this thing being like, you know what? He didn't hurt. He maced some people. We've all done
15
it.
hearts? Yo.
It's like hard
Is
resetting.
it bubble tea or something else? It is boba
Seems
tea,
like
yeah.
It's really turned it around.
It's
He's
sour
out there
boba
now.
tea.
I'm
It's a
I did
sour
feel-
gummy
well,
bear
I was just
boba
like,
tea.
oh,
It's
man.
awesome.
I
Just
hope
got another heart.
he
Let's
doesn't
go.
mind having
It's
all
very
this
good.
I think
publicity, but then I saw all of the videos he's
It
done.
has
He
like
loves it.
it has like
I'm just like,
a
I'm
bitter
he's
tea.
I think we all.
So it has like a bitter tea. It has hibiscus tea, which is like a bitter tea, and then it has lemon, and then it has gummy bears in it, and then there's something else. I think it has ginger in it, so it's like a boba tea.
Also landed in the episode.
Oh, it's- I was
we were
trying
like,
to say
you know
bubble
what?
tea,
He had a nice little
and then
life
they
for
kinda-
himself.
Yeah.
He seems to have learned his lessons.
And
so.
we summed it up really nicely.
You know,
at the
invite
end,
us to
like,
dinner.
He made some bad decisions.
Yeah, it's got a nice gazebo now.
He has a nice gazebo.
I love a gazebo.
Me too.
I don't know if that was his gazebo, but
Do you
Well-
think that was his gazebo?
It could be.
Well, Annie, tremendous work.
Yeah, well done.
The season came out
Dude, there's
spectacular.
gummy
People
bears.
are gonna love it.
Hopefully we could do a season 2.
We'll see.
You guys gotta watch it though.
It's up to you.
It is up to you. And you.
Viewers like you make all the difference.
And you.
Well, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you later.
oh,
When you step behind the camera,
I'll
because that's where
still
you're
be
going.
here.
You're gonna just walk behind the camera. Isn't that kind of fun?
She's gonna be here.
She's actually like a foot away from us.
it's like a 3-minute.
Oh my god,
long
me?
outro.
I hit a bird.
Goodbye.
Why'd you do that? Don't do that. Simply don't.
Yeah, I put on my right sock inside out.
Oh no.
Well,
Hi.
well.
We're back.
Oh, we're recording?
Yeah.
Did they get the whole sock
It's
thing
time
that I
for
was
some
talking
questions.
about? Yeah, let's move on to the Q&A section of Mr.
All right,
Files
Q&A
Debrief.
time,
Here are some of our
boys.
favorite questions pulled from patreon.com/watcher and also from the YouTube comments section.
By the way, I don't know if people know this, but if you go to patreon.com/watcher, you can actually watch these episodes a whole week early.
That's good information.
That's good information.
And all life is what you
early.
do with good information. What are you going to do with that information? Then you can watch the episodes 1 week early.
Go to Patreon or don't. But it's
The
but
two
great
options,
value.
really.
We put a lot of fun stuff over there.
Balls.
Okay, our first question is
Big
from
ones
YouTube.
even. Hello, Jaden. How you doing?
5338 asks, what would be in your robbery kit?
All right, guys.
I was gonna
Chat.
say
What would
some
be
snack-
in your
snack
Well,
robbery
you're going to
kit?
get hungry. I mean, I guess if you
So I'm
really
thinking
wanted
s-
to have
I'm thinking the things that are in my con kit, like my con like convention
Every
kit.
time we go on a ghost
would be,
hunt,
like,
I always
pretty
tuck one or
similar,
two
you
in
know?
in my backpack.
This is
and
bad
I-
for my horses.
I never eat
Why?
them.
What are you
What
doing
actually
to
goes
them?
in my robbery kit? I mean, probably pantyhose, so you could put it over your face because it makes your face look real funny. That's
Yeah.
not for me. I
Or
mean,
good disguise.
you know, for the tops and the bottoms.
I honestly think mace is a good or bear pepper spray. It's a decent weapon. Look, I'm not gonna rob a bank. I don't want to mace people. But if I'm a bad person, I'm going there and I want to inflict.
I mean-
you know, just spray them.
No. What about like nunchucks? Is it
That's good.
Is it nunchucks?
I think it's nunchucks.
Nunchucks, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Nunchucks. It's funny when
Nunchucks-
people say nunchucks.
It would be fun if it was nunchucks though, because you're smacking people, right? And I don't think I'd get jail time for smacking a bank teller with nunchucks.
You would.
There's some pretty gnarly nunchuck fails on YouTube,
I'm
right?
sure.
I want to see these.
Nunchucks and ninja stars would
Because
be
like
in my
people
kit.
get those going real fast.
Yeah.
Those gotta hurt.
Well, sometimes they get really like, they get really cocky.
wait.
And when sometimes they go between the legs. That bad boy
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
around the wrong way.
And
You're
do
looking
you
at a one-way
remember-
ticket to Hurtville.
And do you
Got a
remember
motorcycle, so now I have no need for
when the
them.
Turtles would do
Oh.
it with sausages.
Oh yeah, dude, I do remember
I
that.
understand.
That was pretty
Like-
good.
I'm sure they're fine. I'm sure they don't miss you that much.
That's what
I'm
I'll do.
sure it's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm bringing sausages that double as nunchucks, because then it's a snack. But if you need to,
I don't think it would inflict any kind of damage though if you hit somebody with like a raw.
I think it
sausage.
would.
Or like even
I
a
think it
cooked
would.
sausage for that matter. They would have to be like frozen sausages.
Wyoming.
and then I could, I guess, sort of just like
That's
gum it
disgusting.
for a little
you
bit.
would eat like a sausage popsicle?
I would gum it for a little bit till it warmed up, and then I'd start to winnow my teeth in there a little bit. Yeah.
It's like practice for when you're an elderly person, right? I'm sure there's other things that I would put in there, but those are top of
A
mind.
hat, some sunscreen.
Nunchucks and ninja stars for
Yeah,
me, and
yeah.
pantyhose. Okay, moving on. Is it weird
Guys, I'm
not
trying to
being
get
able to say
the
will remain
boba.
unsolved? Insert Ryan unsolved voice here. It was a little weird. I remember the day of us shooting, I changed the copy because I was like, we need some sort of like finisher here, and I think what we landed on was
Will remain a mystery.
or will it simply be a mystery?
Yeah.
I thought it was really
Should I
funny.
make food?
that
Are you
Shane
hungry?
It really
If you're
pissed
hungry,
me
you
off
should
when
make
we would do
food.
this in Unsolved when he would just say, let it be a mystery. And I just thought it'd be funny if we worked that into the copy.
Yeah, though there were, I don't know if any of them made the cut, but there were a few times where I looked directly at the camera and said, unsolved.
Yeah.
You know, I can say it. I can say it.
We're just going to bleep you every time.
I'll say it. I don't give a shit.
I think it's really funny.
It's just
In
a
the
word.
game?
It's funny
Yeah,
for you
sure.
to
They
be like,
couldn't copyright the
Why
word
not?
because the show was called BuzzFeed Unsolved. If I looked at the camera and said, I guess it'll just be BuzzFeed Unsolved. I just think we got to take the word back, you know?
nah, I don't think we
Yeah,
do.
I think
we
they
leave it
should.
be.
Okay.
We let it be.
Question for Shane: is that armchair
Guys,
as comfy
there's
as
the
it looks?
gummy
I'm
bears.
curious enough that I paused the video like a minute in to ask, so I wouldn't forget. I don't know. It just looks cozy as hell.
Gummy bears.
It was.
It's pretty comfy.
That was
I have to go because it's 2
maybe the most
a.m. where I am,
comfortable
and I
chair
probably
we've
need to sleep. We'll
ever
see you next time.
shot with.
Bye,
That's
Rain!
true.
As I
I
mentioned
do
earlier,
knitting
I'm
streams
sort of
earlier
already
on Friday, so I'll hope to see you
In
there.
a comfy chair, I kind of lounge, you know.
Mom,
so
I'm
when I
gay?
was in
Oh,
it, I was,
okay.
was really vibing.
No, that chair was
Congratulations,
great. You'll see that
son.
in the next episode when
Pat,
Shane
pat.
and I interact and I'm
Have
sitting
fun.
in the chair. I loved it.
You loved it. You were
That's great.
you were positively melting.
I napped.
You know?
Next question.
Katie, can you really call this the perfect crime, considering he got caught? I always thought.
For the
the
kind of gummy
point
bear,
of the perfect
I
crime
ate them
was
both.
That not happening. I could sense the sass there, Katie.
It says
and
bro
you know what, you
tier.
have
Can I
point.
have a gummy
suppose
bear?
It's not the perfect. Crime.
I
think
ate them
it's the
both, I'm
perfect
sorry.
Crime because it's funny.
They're gone now.
But you know,
In the end, he learned his lesson. His wife stuck by his side. Very sweet of her.
yeah,
He's got a nice gazebo.
he does.
It seems like
I don't think he owns a
sorta
gazebo.
landed on his feet in a way that would
I'm so
say
sorry,
to
Ollie.
me
I'm so sorry.
maybe what he received in the end.
And
was
he
the,
did an objectively
you know,
very
nice
funny
family
crime.
life. Maybe that's worth all the fortunes he was seeking. And in a
Not
way, isn't
bisexual?
that the perfect crime?
Sure. You know what? I'll go with it.
How about
I
that?
agree.
It's in a way, isn't that
that's
the
so
perfect
cool.
crime?
I love that you know that about yourself.
This next one's from Hello, it's Ellie1722. Love the show. Wanted to know, did Shane and Ryan pick their own topics for the season?
Yeah, we did pick out our own topics.
I'm bisexual
I mean,
and
I
trans.
picked
Oh my
from
god.
a list that had been prepared.
When I
Congratulations.
with the basic
Thanks
form
for-
of the
for-
show,
for-
I had
for
like
telling
a list
me.
of topics. So I was like, okay, if we're gonna do another mystery show,
Yeah.
here's some topics that I think we could cover that don't involve grisly murder. From that list, I think a lot of them ended up making it into the show. But what was good about it was I had like a basic understanding of all those topics, but I didn't know in depth, like a deep dive, if you will, knowledge of any of those topics. Shane picking from that list, I was like, oh, I get to actually learn about this from Shane, and it's something that I was already kind of generally interested in.
Yeah.
But the ones that I covered, I definitely was very, very interested in.
Yeah.
And we also had worked with Rob Blake, who is our researcher slash
I wonder how
writer,
many episodes there's
and
going to
he
be
had
of this.
filled out some other suggestions of other topics. And I think DB Tuber actually came from that, so that was one that like he had suggested. But yeah, that was kind of the process, and then we just
Ooh.
ran with it. And some of the topics we didn't cover, we'll be able to cover in future
Some
seasons.
juicy stuff that we'll probably get to next season, yeah.
Let's go to Aaron Murphy. I sometimes
Wait, are you
think
guys
that
coming
if
out as a
crime
joke?
is objectively clever or very funny, and no one gets hurt.
I mean, like, I knew all these already. Like, Ollie is actually that. But I knew that. I didn't know Spidey's. But I think it's because it's June 1st. But Jaden, it doesn't have to be a joke, you know? Like, if you were like, hey, like, I want to share this with the class, like, you know, congratulations, you know? You didn't know I was gay? I don't know, you never told me. I don't know. Streamer and bye? Oh my god. Hats for Atlas. Congratulations. I told you like 5 times. That sounds right. I mean, I like genuinely like I don't think anyone watches me that's both straight and cis. So yeah, that makes sense. Like I just don't think people who aren't queer on Twitch, they just don't exist.
If you knew, you would never get in trouble for it. I would figure out a way to get free popcorn.
Yeah.
At any movie theater I went to, and I think I have a couple ideas because I used to be pretty good at this. AMC back in the day, when you would get a refill for a large popcorn,
I'm pansexual and non-binary.
They would give you a brand new
Ooh.
bag of large popcorn. They wouldn't refill your empty large popcorn bag. They would give you a brand new one full of popcorn already.
Foolish.
So what I would do...
Well, you did the same thing that I would do. And we've talked about this before, and this is a beautiful thing about our friendship, is we were doing this before we even met. I was in Illinois doing this in the Midwestern Bureau of the Colonel Heads. You were over here in California.
Husband. Tommy, Dadza, Willsboro, brain can't think of more. Okay. But, now hear me out. All three of those men they have role-played, to some extent, gay relationships. All three of them. So... were they real? Obviously not. But... do you want me to tell you which ones? Okay, so Tommy in it had, like, this thing where he pretended that he had a crush on Rambo for, like, a year. And then Dadza has been, like, on the QSMP, has been, like, flirted with both Forever and Misa, to the point where, like, they are literally fighting for, like, his attention, even though he's like, yeah, platonic, real. And then also Fit joined the ring, and Filza, didn't reciprocate it with Fit, but was like, if I was gonna choose any of you, it would be Fit. And Wilbur, like, come on now, guys. Like, there's Quackity. I think they calls a Phil baby girl. That's so base of Fit. Anyways, so this is what I'm saying. It's just, if you're on Twitch, you can't be not queer. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be.
Tell him, Brian. Tell him.
It's illegal.
I would go into the theater and I'd be like, I'll take one ticket to Star Tours or Star Wars or whatever, and then I'd come in and I would go into a trash can that, you know, when you leave a theater, there's usually a trash can right by the exit. I would dig through that, find a large popcorn bag, go to the counter and be like, I'd like one free refill for my large popcorn. They'd go, sure, sir. They take that bag, crumple it up, put it in the trash, and they'd hand me a brand new bag.
See, it was their system for making sure you didn't get more than one free refill.
Exactly.
But they underestimated.
And they didn't realize what I would be capable of doing.
Yeah.
And then they stopped the system. And
That's so
I
base.
must have single-handedly ruined that.
I think between you doing it there and me doing it in the Midwest, we were crippling.
I was going once a week and doing this.
Yeah.
And then it worked for years, and then it stopped.
This is from Kelsey. Question for the debrief.
Why my mother?
Watcher Entertainment. Would you like to be a part of your crew, aka who can you trust? This Aussie would like to know.
L ratio.
Like, who out of the Watcher crew would you put on
I don't
your
either.
heist team?
I was about to say they are on the crew.
I mean, I'll say this. You saw him in the episode, but Carter's the man for the job.
Guys, I
I think Carter would
popcorn
choke under the pressure.
Oh, he
of it,
would, but I mean,
to be honest.
I'd leave.
And
him.
look, I think I would
Carter
too.
would be a no loose end situation.
Yeah, I'd
be
have to,
like,
Why'd they roast
I'd
Carter
end
like
up shooting
that?
him in
I'd
the
have to
head.
kill Carter. Because Carter, at the end, we'd be like...
Carter would twist his ankle or something.
You know, he'd be like, no one could know about this, but Carter's such a nice guy. If a police officer asked him nicely, like, who did this, he'd have to be like, well, because you asked nicely, it was my cousin, Ryan Bergara. And see, because I know he's like that, a very, very nice boy, I would have to, unfortunately, take him behind the shed and kill him.
Imagine Carter being like, can't believe you're going to do me like that.
That confused me for a second.
I don't know. And honestly,
What
I
did?
during a heist, too. Who's actually a stone cold killer that I could count on for a heist?
Definitely
I would say if I had
Shane.
to do a top 3, just off the top of my head, Stephen Lang,
Name?
#1.
Yeah.
Oh, the
because I do
mother?
think he's capable
Oh, it's
of
because
doing
they were
it.
calling me
Yeah,
mom
but
before
if
because
Steve's
they
on
were
your
doing
team,
like,
you're
mom,
gonna
I'm
be
gay.
one of the no loose
I
ends.
might be one of
That's
the loose
why.
ends, so
Yeah.
I'd have to make sure that I was doing this all remote.
In the Deep
Yeah.
Dark, probably
Like,
gonna
he is
die.
the
They said it was
Joker.
fine.
he's-
That was
he
a
is the
lie.
Watcher,
They did
bro.
lie to you,
go in with the
Jaden.
crew
Good
and
luck.
every person kills the other person
Exactly.
until it gets to Steven, and then he's like, peace.
No, your mother now, but I'm not though. I mean, I am the older sibling figure in your guys' life. I am older sibling. In the video they were talking about Carter. Oh, I understand. You are bro tier. Oh no, you got them started. You have adopted me. I mean, kind of sounds like you just kind of like live in my house. Mo tier. I hate that one.
He'd be the one.
I just hate how when you put tier, it just looks like mother.
His little Uzi.
You adopted me when I followed you?
think
Is that how that
probably
works?
Stephen Lim, but that's a good point. He probably would turn on me. Katie LeBlanc, I think, could also probably carry out a heist because she's from Florida and
Yeah.
she's seen much worse. Mark Celestino, very, very steady hands.
That guy could open a vault.
Yeah,
also
okay.
doesn't
I'm
say
sorry. I
much,
didn't.
but
I guess
you
I
don't
just
gotta
didn't
worry
read
about
the
that.
terms of
He's a-
service
he's a
close enough
safecracker.
when I
He's a safecracker.
you know,
Imagine him with
made a
like those
twitch.
like rubber gloves.
I
He wouldn't
spiritually
even
the
need the
disciples.
stethoscope,
Here's
he'd just put his
walls.
ear to it.
Yeah,
I'd be like, Mark, you can get that vault open? He'd be like,
there'd be a bead of sweat.
Okay.
But no,
I
you
do
wouldn't.
feel like a
by
lot
the
of my
time I
chatters
even
live in the
finished the
walls,
sentence, he'd already
actually.
be like, already open.
I do
And
a
then
flip
I would look
Spider-Man.
down at his hands, and one would be full of a bag of cash, and the other would be a pistol. pointed
Always
at
ready
me.
your contracts.
Wow, you don't trust anybody.
Yeah.
Guys, I really want popcorn now, but I specifically bought a scone, like a chocolate scone, to have for dessert. But I really want popcorn now.
But I actually trust, like you. I would trust you.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I was gonna say Lizzie Lockard. Probably can't trust her either.
She's maybe the most ruthless of them all.
She's also from Iowa. And
Yeah.
as Shane knows, they have a turf war between Iowa and Illinois.
Yeah,
I think I
I'd
could
be
trust
down for it.
Brittany.
Yeah.
I love how I'm
No.
covering up the faces
No.
of these people.
No, because no, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think she's a dancer. Her boyfriend's a dancer. Or they have rhythm. You can't trust people. And they're probably like, I don't know. They're gonna dance their way out of this one. I can't trust that. Maybe just you.
Yeah.
You're the only person I
Wow.
can
We'll
trust.
rob a bank.
And I don't think we'd be successful.
We'll rob a bank. and then
I'll
we'll get
try
some
it.
popcorn.
Maybe you will be successful.
From YouTube,
I think they should
Nathan
try it.
OK asks, how did you decide to make the show super 80s? When we were thinking of the show, I actually sent a clip of the movie It when they're sitting in the garage. They have a little slideshow.
Have you heard Wilbur's
And I basically was like,
Squid
I want
song?
it to
I
feel like
think
this.
I
want it to
probably
feel
have.
children in over their heads, kind of doing something
but
that
probably
was,
not in a while.
No one would ever ask them
Mom,
to do.
I like
And,
men
then
and
the
women.
projector
That's
controlled
so
the pace
base.
of like the whole thing, and then it
And
also
the
would
rest
have
of
a
them.
feel. Like,
That's
I just
also
love
very
that kind of
base.
era of storytelling, like E.T., Stranger Things, Super 8, like that whole kind of like feel. And then in terms of actually carrying it out, Annie, Brittany, and then Billy just went to town
Billy J.
and really created something amazing. I remember when I first walked on the set, I was just truly amazed because it was like,
He didn't know where he was.
well, it was also like, this looked like what it looked like in my head, and I don't think I gave enough detail to make it look like this, and it was really cool.
I think
to
we need a
walk on-
popcorn. I think I'm
onto
making
a set
popcorn.
that, I wasn't really
Oh my
hands-on
god,
building,
it's the
and then
boys. It's
it
the
was just there.
he's.
Yeah.
Fucking cool.
They both feel similarly
They
retro.
chill in the back
This and Ghost
They're
Files.
retro, but in
And
a
they're the
different
he's.
location in that time
Yes.
era.
Yeah.
And Shane was
Ace
actually
Honey,
really taking
hello,
on
how are you
creating
doing?
The bunker feel for like.
We're
he
listening to
had
the
like a mood
debrief,
board that he
and then
created
we're
for,
going
like,
to listen to
kind
the
of like a
episode
Russian
right
bunker,
after.
Yeah.
from like that kind of 80s era. And this feels like.
And
if
we're
you
also
went down the
talking
street,
about
if you drove your bicycle, if you
gay.
rode your bicycles down the street.
I'm great,
to,
and you?
like,
I'm doing
neighborhood,
pretty
Lined up like a
good.
bunker.
You would then find
the
this
suburbs.
basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amy Claver says, amazing first episode, guys. This show will be a
No,
hoot.
it's not.
Oh, that's fun to read. I haven't read this one. You did real good, Ryan.
That's not true. Wait a second. He chose this question. I did not pick a question that said you did real good, Ryan. This is a Shane question.
You did really, really good, Ryan.
There's
You
no
should be very
really,
proud
really
of
good.
yourself. Did you have any concerns prior to releasing the series? Shane, were you
Motier, I'm emo.
Shane, were you high? You
Il-
seemed
el-
extremely chill and vibey. It's either the
emo.
devil's lettuce or that comfy-ass chair. It occurred to me, I've never been high on camera, and I would never want to be, because that seems like a nightmare.
I've actually never been high on camera either, and that does seem like a nightmare based on how I interact with people when I am high. Yeah. Particularly people who are taking my order at a restaurant. It's a nightmare every single time. I get nervous. My hand.
That was such like a whack thing for them to be like, yeah, so like when I am high, like I don't think I would want to be on camera because based off of how I interact at restaurants, you know, when I'm high, just when I can see Shane being like, yeah, I'll smoke weed and then just like that in a chair. And then but Ryan, I don't know. He just seems like the guy who is just like smelt weed once and was like, that's not for me. But watch Ryan during the next vid. Not a thought in his head.
Hands start to sweat.
You have maybe the sweatiest hands of any
squirrel.
person I've ever met.
Yeah, when I get nervous,
squirrel. Hold on,
they're soft and wet. It's like there's a sprinkler, like right under here.
The set itself does inform the vibes. When we're sitting at a desk being like, all right, let's crack into the case, it feels a lot more formal. Yeah. When it feels like you're in your friend's basement, chilling, watching them give a goofy presentation, the vibes are good, man.
And likewise, when you're standing giving the presentation, so much more freedom.
Oh, it's just like the very common
it's a good
squirrel.
Time.
Did you have any concerns about?
I understand.
Did you have any concerns about it before?
Mom, here, can I smoke weed? I don't know if it's like legal where you are and you're like of age to do it. I don't care. Go for it.
It does seem right now that the initial response is that people enjoyed the show, but you never know. I am nervous.
Emo squirrel.
You're nervous about anything. I think anybody who makes something which is like a very raw and vulnerable thing and is like
that's a fun thing.
Do you? Everyone's gonna love it. You might
be that's a very funny picture in my head.
That's
actually,
a weird
emo
impulse
squirrel.
to have. I'm worried, but I'm.
You know, there's like all black squirrels, right?
Well, that does it for this week's debrief of DBTuber. Thank you all for tuning in.
Can I eat weed? I don't think so.
That you tune in on Friday
I don't think it's
for
like
my presentation.
No, you can though. That's what an edible is.
It's gonna be a juicy one.
It's a fun one.
You can eat weed.
I'm loose.
Unhinged. Something wrong with his brain.
But like, I kind of assumed you meant like if you had like a bundle of weed and you ate it.
Next week's
like,
debrief, be sure to
I just don't think it would like work like how you wanted it to.
/watcher to see the episodes a whole week early.
Can I do
and that way you get an even better chance of your question being picked,
deeds with weed?
Said question for
like,
a whole week and be like, hey, we should
I don't think so.
What a deal.
A bundle of weed.
That's incredible. Well, I think that does it.
No, not a blunt. I meant, like, I genuinely meant, like, the actual, like, okay, so, oh my god. No, not a blunt. I don't mean it when it's in a cigarette. I mean, like, when it's, like, you have, like, the plant, and it's, like, it's not a flower, but it's, like, a bundle of leaves. Like, the actual bundle. Guys, I'm not that stupid. Wait, is this the Watcher? It is. I wish we were there. This is a dumb joke. Die in a fire if you like anteaters, aka... Oh, yep. That's from Wilbur. That's our boy Wilbur. Yes, Ace Honey, we're doing Mystery Files. We were just watching the debrief of DBTuber, and now we're gonna do the new episode that came out last Friday. God dang, that's loud. New episode. Okay. Okay, have fun.
A UFO's interplanetary weapon. What they found were millions of trees, ripped from the ground.
I get the feeling you're gonna shoot me with it.
Okay, so this one's called the largest unexplained explosion in history. So I'm very excited for this.
Mystery Files, where we take a deep dive into cases that span from the creepy to the truly bizarre, and
I'm so excited.
everything in between.
It sounds like it's going to involve
today
space.
I'll be forcing my colleague
excited.
Ryan to hear all about the unbelievable Tunguska event. In the end, you'll have to decide if the mystery is solved or if it's simply a mystery.
I'm sorry if the loud noise scare you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to. I'm sorry. Oh, also, the Gen Lost people, by the way, when the Founders Cut comes out, we're rewatching all of Generation Lost. I don't care if it's like a 5-hour stream. I'm just letting you guys know now, because it's gonna happen.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Absolutely,
hell yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
I hope the story's super scary.
You heard of this? You seen this?
What?
Tunguska event.
No, but I like the sound of it.
I also like the sound of it.
Very, very
Say it with me.
It really comes off the tongue. Tunguska. Tunguska.
Tunguska. Tunguska.
I can't think of a better way to start an episode than that.
Yo, basement.
Asteroids. Very scary.
Enjoy it.
Now,
It's a
if
sewing room.
Armageddon has taught us anything, we can probably hire
They
the
aren't
Geek
high?
Squad from Best Buy to blast that shit out of the sky. But did you know that even if an asteroid didn't actually hit the Earth, the impact from the resulting airborne explosion would still be completely devastating and possibly fatal for many? Well, we know this because of a mysterious Siberian incident called the Tunguska event. On June 30th, 1908, at about 7:15 a.m., an asteroid hurtled toward the Earth at a rate of around 33,500 miles per hour. That's fast. That's very fast.
Very fucking fast.
How fast?
That's
well,
very
imagine
fast
a jar
and
of peanut butter. Now imagine it flying at 33,500 miles per hour. That's how fast.
Wait. What?
Now this thing is thought to have been as big as a 25-story building, over 125 feet across.
Bro, that's like extinction level event if that hits Earth.
And weighing
that's not okay.
220 million pounds. What scientists refer to as one big bitch. That's very heavy. How heavy? Well, imagine a jar of peanut butter. Remember that jar of peanut butter from before?
Remember it, yeah.
Now that jar weighs about 1 pound. Okay, now picture about 220 million of those jars. That's how heavy.
I don't think this is working out the way you think.
Now, as the rock hit Earth's atmosphere,
the
pressure would cause it to heat up to an estimated 44,500 degrees Fahrenheit, turning it into a fireball bound for self-detonation.
Yes, tell me more.
Now, that's very hot.
Yes.
How hot? Well, imagine a jar of peanut butter that's 44,500 degrees to the touch. Yikes! That's how hot.
Sounds tasty, I guess.
Now, it finally exploded about 3 to 6 miles above what is present-day Krasnoyarsky Krai, Russia, in central Siberia. It's, some around there.
I see it. There's a map.
Now, it's a blast that would have been seen and heard from at least 500 miles away, mostly by, one assumes, Russians, and probably some squirrels and shit. Now, upon detonation, it's believed to have released a blast wave of energy equivalent to about 185 atomic bombs. Yikes!
Yikes.
That's all?
What do you mean that's all? Look at this.
I haven't watched this episode before. I think I need you guys to know that. I didn't realize he was just gonna say yikes at the same time as me. I'm on the asteroid. Yikes.
I'm just giving you shit. That's a pretty big blast, dude.
To demonstrate that, this is a blast wave generator.
I get the feeling you're gonna shoot me with that.
Check this out.
I don't want to check. Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
You are shame a day. Excellent.
You're gonna do it. I know. Don't do it, please.
Guys, do you guys think personality-wise I'm more like Ryan or Shane?
Why?
You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this.
It's wind.
No, let me do it to you, and then you can do it to me.
Just
no,
Shane?
Why are you so worried about this?
Because it looks scary. You have a slide up there that said that's the equivalent of 4 gajillion.
Bro, he's going to blast air at you. You're fine.
These are connected. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, but I'm saying this is not even close.
You're about to add.
Then what's the point?
I just want you to feel a fragment of what these people felt.
I have an imagination. I could imagine it would be very hot. Hey!
Not bad, right?
You missed. You missed. No, you hit me. You hit me. Stop!
It's air, bro. It's air.
All right.
This is how we have fun.
You son of a bitch.
You're a little high, That's better. Oh, you really... Ooh. Now, other estimates say the explosive force could have been as much as 15 megatons of TNT, roughly 1,000 times more powerful than the bombs at Hiroshima. Now, the resulting shockwave caused windows to be broken and people to be knocked over
air, right?
hundreds of miles away.
That's it?
But think about this, hundreds of miles away.
Yeah, but still, if it's
you're
like
still going, whoa!
If it's still a gajillion bombs, I thoued it would like rattle their skeleton until it exploded.
Did I say a cajillion?
I just wrote.
What'd you write? Did you write down a number? Did you write down a number?
I wrote big ass asteroid. And then I spelled it wrong and I crossed it out.
Now, the seismic shock wave that followed was caught by barometers as far away as England. Due to
Whoa.
vaporized gases released into the atmosphere,
That is actually
dense
quite far
clouds
away.
formed at
That's
high altitudes, causing
crazy.
abnormally
This is-
bright nighttime skies across Europe.
Wouldn't it be radioactive or some shit like that?
No. Are you paying attention? What are you?
Well,
are
I
you paying
thought like
attention?
the wind.
That's a
could blow
meteor. It
or
wouldn't be
something like that, or-
radioactive.
It's an asteroid.
Yeah, but if the light, like,
It's not. Okay. It's not an atomic bomb.
yeah, but doesn't stuff from like an asteroid from space still have things like radioactive?
It
on
may
No.
have like space radioactive nature to it, but it's not anything
No.
like an atomic bomb.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
No,
cool.
As far as I know.
it's a
Fact
rock.
check me on that.
I'm not Snopes.com.
An estimated 80 million trees across 500,000 acres were flattened in the area and near the.
I'm just at this point, I'm just confused what the mystery is. This sounds like an asteroid hit the Earth really hard. And like it's really, really interesting.
Epicenter,
But I don't know what
nearly
the mystery is.
25,000 acres of trees were charred.
Jesus Christ.
Effing
But there's
weird.
very little evidence of an
That makes
asteroid
sense.
itself. Rather, scientists believe the majority was consumed in the explosion and the rest was likely lost to the bogs, making the only likely remains we've got to be small fragments, each less than a millimeter across.
Oh my
So
god,
if
oh
there
my
was
god,
this
Mr. Awesome, thank you so
asteroid
much
that
for the
impacted
follow.
the
How are you
atmosphere,
doing?
But not the actual Earth itself.
Yeah.
Wouldn't there be like a
We're
big
watching
ass hole?
the Tosca incident mystery files. It came out last Friday. I don't know what the mystery is yet. There's just an asteroid has hit the Earth. That's
in the
basically
ground?
all I've
Is that
got.
what you're talking? Was there a hole in the ground or was it just trees flattened?
Trees flattened.
But no hole in the ground.
Yeah, wouldn't you say that's a little mysterious?
It is mysterious. That's why there's no hole. No hole at all.
No hole.
Okay,
no hole.
I'm understanding where
No
the
hole.
mystery is.
Now, because the area was so rural, scientists believe there were only 30 people within range of the tree fall area at the time of impact. However,
Okay.
for those unlucky people, many lost consciousness, and at least 3 died.
Why you say at least 3? They don't know?
It's 1908. I'm sure they don't have like a great census taker. It's Russia. They barely know who's there right now.
That's true, I guess. It's just weird to be like 30 people were
Like,
impacted.
hey.
I think 3 of them died. I'm not
Maybe
sure.
3 did. Who knows? Well, Ryan, this is the real scary
Well,
part.
now we're talking.
Yes. Now, NASA's scientists
Okay.
estimate that, on average, a Tunguska-sized asteroid will.
Oh no. Uh-oh. I was so very scared because I saw the word love and I was like, uh-oh, this might be creepy. No. We're just getting rickrolled. That's so cool. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you
will enter
down.
Earth's atmosphere at least once every 300 years.
Oh, so we're good. We're in the clear.
Our odds are good right
That's
now.
pretty good.
Let's say it's going to happen within the next 20. And I'm not predicting anything here.
You did predict the pandemic.
But be careful.
Shane predicted the pandemic. That. Yeah,
Then
that
don't
kind of
predict
sounds.
that. Predict it won't happen.
You never know. Now, the first scientific expedition to the site wasn't launched until 1921, and nearly 2 decades
was a
later,
cool edit.
very little had grown out of the scorched earth.
So nothing grew in the radius.
Yes, but let's linger on the first scientific expedition wasn't launched until 19 years later.
So they were a little tardy.
They had, World War I was going on.
Sure, so they had
That's
other
something
things
guess.
to figure out.
I guess there was
Russia's
a
also
war
very
going
big.
on.
So
Yeah, I mean,
maybe they were
I
like,
guess.
"Yeah, it's over there."
We'll handle the ghost asteroid later.
Now, because the Siberian outback conditions were so harsh, they couldn't even get to the blast area successfully until 1927.
Wait.
Yeah, I don't know.
It took them 19 years to get there, and then once they got there, it took them 6 years to wade through
Yeah,
that.
man, look,
This is the site, right? These fucking trees, that looks real treacherous.
maybe it wasn't like top priority, okay?
Clearly. That
Considering
looks
he's
like
a
the
demon,
densest
not surprising
brush
he
I've
would have
ever seen.
predicted it. This is true.
Well,
At least 1 year per tree, by my estimation.
harsh. 6 years is
I thought
not,
Russians
that's
were
not-
supposed to be tough.
Well, they didn't have smartphones.
It's embarrassing.
Or MapQuest. Now, these expeditions were led by Soviet scientist Leonid Alexeyevich Kulik, the chief curator of the meteorite collection of the St. Petersburg Museum. Now,
What a
Kulik's
job.
elite team of fact fetishists, including 2 geochemists, a chemist, a
I'm sorry, what?
curator of the meteorite collection of the St. Petersburg Museum. Now, Kulik's elite
What a sentence. That's... Wow. What? What a sentence that is. Wow. Anyway.
Each team of fact fetishists, including 2 geochemists, a chemist, a geologist, a mineralogist, and an astronomer, as well as
I want that on a t-shirt.
had hundreds
Real
of square miles
fact
of remote
fetishists.
forest to study.
Hey.
Just
You know, they were
fact
like, "Hell yeah.
fetishists.
Let me get in there.
And then they were like, hey, cool it.
Oh, cool it. Yeah.
Let's cool it for 6 years.
Hey, let's stretch it out. You know, let's go camping.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe it was a government-funded project, and they were like, let's take it easy. This is a nice little area.
Let's say you and I are out on a ghost hunt. We're getting paid. We're on the clock, right?
We're getting paid hourly?
Hourly.
Ooh.
How long are we taking on that ghost
I
hunt?
mean, it's a pretty haunted site.
Yeah.
Pretty haunted. We're gonna need at least 3 weeks here.
Yeah, there's nothing to see. We're not going to stay at a place that long. But if we were getting paid, I'd be like, we better stick around a little longer.
No, we're gonna need at least a year.
Yeah. What they found were millions of trees.
What?
Ripped from the ground.
Oh, you cheeky little bugger.
Gotcha. Look at that.
Ripped? Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I got lost in the sauce
Yeah,
of
look
your
at the
little...
trees.
Ripped from the ground.
Whoa.
10 to 20 miles from the epicenter, they were astonished by splintered trees lying on their side in a strange radial pattern that led them like a map to the center.
Damn.
Obviously,
I mean, that
the
makes
trees fell
sense.
pointing away from the site of impact. But, Ryan, don't touch that. Give that back to me, actually.
Wait. I was just looking at it.
I'm just gonna keep this over
I
here.
was just
Would've been so
looking
good if I
at
could have
it.
just surprised you in the middle.
Well, you can't surprise anybody with this. Once they got to ground zero, their eyes beheld a surprising scene. The trees were standing upright, limbs and bark completely stripped away, but there was no evidence of a crater, just a bog and this forest of telephone poles.
Okay, well, you had a lot of tree talk
Whoa,
there.
that's
So,
weird.
Let's break it down. Right?
Somewhere out of the ground, their roots just pulled out.
All around it,
Yeah.
for the 10 to 20 miles around it, the trees were bent over.
Yeah.
Right? Away from the epicenter. So it's very easy to find ground zero because they were all essentially pointing toward
This is the spot.
where it hit. But then when they got to the epicenter, the trees were standing straight up. What do you think of that?
I don't know what to think of that. That's fucking weird.
That's so effing weird. That's very weird. And the bark was blasted off of them? That's so weird.
Huh?
How does that even make sense?
It's freaky. It's a bit mysterious. Oh, you're just writing down trees?
Trees flat,
Okay, well, that's something.
center up.
Center up, you got it.
That's so...
Now, scientists say that this
Whoa.
debranching is caused by, quote, fast-moving shock waves that break off a tree's branches before the branches can transfer the impact momentum to the tree's stem.
So that's why the middle ones are up?
That's what scientists said.
Now what the fuck do they know? It took them 6 years to get there.
I don't know. I mean,
Real.
they probably know about blast physics, you know?
You think the scientists know about science?
Yeah, I generally trust them on these things.
That doesn't sound right to me.
It's like a tree, right?
Yeah.
But no branches. So
No, yes.
knocked all the branches
It's like
off.
it's just the fucking
But
trunk.
maybe because the force was coming directly from overhead, you know, the branches go.
Yeah, like a ladder tree. almost.
Meanwhile, pushes out, which would
Yeah.
explain the other ones getting knocked over.
Yeah, because if
further
the
away.
force is coming down,
It's coming straight
and then
Okay,
it
down.
hits the
that kind of
ground,
ma-
then
okay.
the wave just gets sent out from the impact.
It is weird that there's not a
I can see
crater.
that.
This is still like this.
How much cleaner is it though? Can you show me how the branches come off a little bit more?
Like,
Maybe one more time.
no. These branchless trees were also found at the site of the atomic explosion in Hiroshima, Japan. Witnesses from almost 1,000
Okay.
miles away saw the fireball in the sky, but those closest to the impact, the locals of the Podkamennaya Tunguska River region, were hesitant to speak with Kulik's team. They believed the blast was caused by a visit from the god Ogdi, who cursed the area, smashing trees and killing forest animals, including
Now, to be
1,000
fair, if I saw
reindeer, the economic
fire
temple
falling down
for
from
many
the
in
effing
area.
sky, I
Revenge.
too would think
Yeah, he looks
it's
pissed.
a god.
Yeah, it's a pissed off tree.
It's a pissed
Because
dude.
that
Is
would
he
be
Is a
terrifying.
tree god?
I mean, clearly. I mean, I don't know about this guy.
Is this just a rendering of him being paid homage to via a tree, or is
No, that's him. That's a photograph of him.
That's him. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you do the sad face that he's doing?
I'd say that's pretty accurate.
Now, those willing to speak with the scientists described a fireball moving through the sky, bluish in hue and light nearly as bright as the sun, lighting the horizon in the distance. The way the ground trembled and shook buildings like an earthquake, knocking things off walls and tables, and the hot winds strong enough to knock people down. Oh! This was followed by a flash and a sound similar to artillery fire. One of the witnesses, who was based...
You know, we can do sound effects in post.
Based.
Oh, okay.
That's the best machine gun you got?
Yeah. Oh, cool. Do that, but then take a break, and then like do a...
Okay.
One of the witnesses, who was based at the Venera trading post at the time of the impact, said that the
they better pay their editors so much.
Launched from his chair, describing, quote, "Suddenly, in the north, the sky was split in two, and high above the forest, the whole northern part of the sky appeared covered with fire. At that moment, there was a bang in the sky and a mighty crash. The crash was followed by a noise like stones falling from the sky or of guns firing. The earth trembled." Well, now you know quite a bit about the Tunguska event.
I do.
We do.
And with that, it's corkboard time. Let's get into the theories.
Yo, corkboard time.
So, following Kulik's investigations, wild theories began to spread in an effort to try to explain the Tunguska event. NASA once called it, quote, "an astronomical cold case." In fact, Don Yeomans, manager of the Near-Earth Object Office at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, says of the event, quote, "a century later, some still debate the cause and come up with different scenarios that could have caused the explosion." While there are estimates and hypotheses to guide us, since there is very little physical evidence of the asteroid, some important questions still remain. We don't definitively know what exactly it was made of or what caused it to explode. So, what happened to that flattened Siberian forest? Ryan, what do you think happened?
The tree god is pretty funny.
Ugly.
I'd love for Ogdi to be the root cause.
Huh?
It looks like there's a lot of
You got a little pun trophy.
Oh, thank you, dude.
We got some of those lying around.
Hey, dude, I've never held one of these except
not.
that one time.
So you're gonna go with Ogdi.
No.
Sorry, I woke up I went to bed at like 1 a.m. and I woke up at 6, so I'm very tired right now.
Aliens.
That's what I like to hear from you.
Aliens, baby.
Aliens!
That feels right coming from you.
Aliens.
All right, well, let's get into the theories.
We love aliens.
Theory 1. So a team of Italian scientists proposed that Lake Chaco is actually a crater, as there is no record of it before 1908. However, the surrounding region is characterized by similar shallow ponds and was never explored or mapped well. So many scientists are skeptical. Even without a definite site of impact to prove the asteroid theory definitively, most scientists
the asteroid theory. The asteroid is a theory.
An impact event. And specifically in this case, what is now known as an airburst. Essentially, the radiant energy from the explosion was powerful enough to ignite the forest, but the fire was put out as the blast wave following extinguished it, leaving behind the forest that was charred rather than burned. Impact event. So now, even though, Ryan, I'm not going to actually throw anything at you, you can see that, you feel that, right?
But I feel that. I'm well
Don't
aware.
cover your face!
I'm well aware of what an airburst is. I travel with you all the time.
Lol.
And I've seen the charred remains you've left behind.
That's how that works.
Like that time you shit your pants in New Orleans.
You can't just say stuff.
I mean,
Oh, yes. And I didn't. Now, theory 2. Some scientists posit that rather
sounds like
than
you
an
did.
asteroid, an icy comet caused the explosion, noting the presence of glowing blue-white noctilucent clouds recorded high in the skies over Europe following the event. Now, these clouds form due to a rapid influx of ice crystals and dust from meteoroid smoke, making them a rare phenomenon that could be triggered by the sudden vaporization of a comet. I know I just threw a lot at you, and sometimes receiving that much information
I swear to God,
can feel like
Jesus Christ, all right? God damn it.
I know it can be overwhelming.
He bought that just for this
Certainly
episode.
that helps with the overwhelming.
You ever been to Europe?
Yeah.
Sometimes the sky's blue, I think, right? Just like it is here.
So you
I
mean
mean,
to tell me that the entire Tunguska event happened because of
Ice.
blue balls?
Now you're talking my language. Then there are the more outlandish theories, which I'm sure you'll enjoy.
Great.
Like that the incident could have been a failed
Aliens!
attempt by a Russian scientist to manufacture an early atomic bomb.
When did the nuclear arms race start? It was like way past World War I. Like,
Yeah, it was after World War II, the Cold War.
so yeah, then that one doesn't really make that much sense timeline-wise. They wouldn't even have known of such an object.
Well, I'm sure they were working on it for a while because they used it in World War II. And then there was,
1906?
well, no, there wasn't no atomic bomb in 1906.
Yeah.
1908, I think it was.
I didn't write that down. Okay.
I'm
Perhaps you will
so
feel
happy
more
for
familiar
you.
with
Spidey.
these. Bergara, it was caused by an alien spacecraft. Yeah, some people believe it was an alien spacecraft that may have crashed into Earth, or possibly a UFO's interplanetary weapon that detonated there for unknown reasons.
Too much quotes.
Sorry, it's a nonsense hooey.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay,
I
but
do believe in
aliens.
aliens, that's true, but me personally, I think it's a little far-fetched.
I just, if it was a spacecraft crashing into the ground, there would still be some sort of crater.
Yeah, you'd be like, I found
That's
some
true.
gears here and some,
Yeah.
a stick shifter. Or
Or
something.
you'd find a fucking, a gray sitting there with
Yeah,
a
being
very
like-
confused look on its face, like, oh, fuck!
You'd be like,
Call AAA. I thought I put down the landing gear. I'm about to have a stroke of genius right now. So
All right.
Put your receptive cap
All right,
on.
all right, all
blast
right.
me with it, dude.
Oh, dude, here we go.
Hey,
Blast me with
hello,
it.
Mischief.
Blast
How
me
you
with
doing?
genius.
We're trying to figure out what caused the explosion.
That actually did, yeah, that was a good one.
What if it wasn't a crash, it wasn't a weapon, but what if an alien
I'm
spacecraft
very
just
good.
landed and the propulsion system of it was enough to melt the trees, but not really cause a crater because it's landing?
Okay, so they lands,
Yeah.
they get out and they're like, tight, tight, tight. All right, get back in.
Yeah, they land, they're like, oh, fuck, we're in Russia.
Oh, Russia?
I thought we were going to Disneyland. What the
Yeah.
fuck is this? Even though that predates Disneyland by about 50 years.
They could probably see into the future. Maybe they were the ones that told Walt about it.
Is that theory 4?
Draw a mouse. Now, in the 1960s, some tried to explain the Tunguska event by bringing it back down to Earth with a phenomena called Verne shots, named after
Okay.
sci-fi author Mr. Jules Verne. A Verne shot is a possible reaction of magma from the Earth's core mixed with a trapped bubble of volcanic gas beneath the basalt of the once highly seismic Siberian traps. Geology,
What the
baby.
fuck?
Okay,
am
that
I
kind
looking
of,
at?
yeah.
You're looking at a map and the word magma.
It
and
just
then
looks like a
plus sign
map
and
with a human heart on it.
volcanic gas. When stuff mixes, sometimes stuff happens.
Goes boom.
Stuff go boom.
So
Think
it
about
went
that.
boom from down below,
Went boom boom from down below.
but didn't leave any sort of evidence that would have happened. You would think they'd be able
Oh
to
my
see
god,
that
they
in the
made basalt
soil
from
or
Minecraft
the
Real?
terrain.
Oh my god.
Geologist over here. Yeah. I took one
Yes.
geology class in college for fun.
it's like an
I think I got
underground-
like a C+. Now, this theory was speculative at best, as there was no evidence of shattered rock or gas vents, and while gas bubbles are seen in Siberian lakes, the origin of the methane is not from deep underground.
It's from Shane.
No. Theory 5. By the 70s, a group of American physicists brought it back to the skies.
Okay, okay.
With a theory that a small black hole, what do you think about that, collided with our planet, essentially causing a matter-antimatter explosion in the atmosphere. But
What?
that wouldn't explain the impact-related minerals like nanodiamonds,
Oh, damn.
which are associated with meteoroids, and they were found, albeit in very small quantities, at the site, or the way the trees had fallen
That's
in
crazy.
sequence away
That
from the
one,
epicenter,
that one's
bringing
crazy.
us back
Like, I
to
believe
more
the aliens
generally
more than a
accepted
miniature black
asteroid
hole.
theory.
No.
Now, Ryan, after all we've discussed, do you think this mystery is solved, or is it simply a mystery?
I don't think there's enough to say it's an asteroid because there's no crater. And I think if it was aliens, it would never be accepted that it was aliens, so
They'd hide it.
they would hide it. I'm gonna guess it's a mystery, but I will say
that if I had to pick one, in my heart of hearts, Theory 2 is kind of fun because it's like an ice ball and then it just evaporates, and then maybe that's why there's no crater. But I wish I could pick number 3, aliens.
So you're gonna say mystery, but balls as a backup.
I'm gonna say mystery, but blue ball as a backup.
Okay.
Blue ball's
You
backup.
are correct.
Oh, there you go. It's
Oh, it was never
Yes,
solved.
Mother
oh,
Nature
weird.
is an enduring mystery that we humans will forever be beguiled by as we try to understand her and know her.
Oh, to be
In
fair,
this
like black
case,
holes
we
have
know
been
that
created
the
on Earth
human race
before by
got
scientists
lucky
and not
on
destroy the
that
Earth.
day
So
in
like,
1908 by missing
yeah,
the full impact.
they have, and yeah, CERN has created miniature black holes that have not destroyed the Earth. That's true. What I'm saying is that the idea of a miniature black hole colliding with Earth would be like, just like the idea of a traveling black hole is just a lot, you know? Yeah, CERN. Yeah. But spelled with a C, like in the real world. Yeah, so yeah, okay, so for people who don't know, so CERN is the people who make like the particle collider, so they, you know, they smash particles together really, really fast. And people were concerned because they were like, wouldn't this make a black hole eventually? And they were like, no, that's not science. It would never make a black hole. And then they did end up making a miniature black hole, one time, and I genuinely think that they did it, and then they didn't report on it for like a couple years. So that was fun. And I think it was like actually really uncomfortably close to like when Steins Gate came out, so that was kind of funny. No, I think they're talking about the Earth going around the sun. No.
Impact of an asteroid, though we may never fully understand why. We'll let this one be a mystery.
You think it was an asteroid?
Yeah, I think it was just an asteroid.
You think it was an asteroid?
I think so. Yeah. I think that's just a crater. It's an asteroid.
But is that lake even near the epicenter of all the folded trees?
Yeah.
You're just saying sure. You don't even know if that's true.
I'll take it. Yeah, works for me.
You don't even know if that's true.
It's an asteroid. Probably an asteroid. You know?
Fuck it. It was aliens, dude. I mean,
can't just say that.
You can't just say that that's a crater from the asteroid.
I think it's
the
just a
same
crater
thing.
from the asteroid. You can't just say.
I kind of like
think
the
a ship landed
ice
was like, fuck
ball.
this place.
Though if it
plan.
was
Go
like
to
the end of
McDonald's.
X-Files, we
Because-
should go to McDonald's. I'm actually very hungry.
Me too.
Okay, let's do it.
You ever seen a dog without a tail? It cannot stand on 4 legs. That's not true.
Didn't think so.
What? Yeah, like, what was I gonna say? Guys, can you imagine being the McDonald's that's near this place, and you just have, like, people from the Watcher's office just casually going in there sometimes? I think that'd be kind of funny. Alright, debrief time. If 1,000 Tuscan trees fall in a forest and no one is around to hear it, doesn't make a sound.
Was it a meteor-related explosion?
I think it was the ice one, because then, like, the ice ball could, in theory, have shattered or melted.
This week's Mystery Files.
Why is it off? Why is the voice off? Why is this happening again? What the F?
I'm Shane. And that, over there, I'm Ryan. That's Ryan Bergar.
In each
It's
episode of
slightly
Mystery Files
off.
Debrief, we'll take another look at the case, we'll go
I'm
behind
just not
the
gonna look at
scenes,
their
we'll
mouths.
answer your guys' questions.
It's not happening.
And we'll also discuss your theories.
And this week's case, of course, is the mysterious Tunguska incident. What a freaky one, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's crazy that
Shane looks like a completely
happened
different
out there?
person when he
Oh,
wears...
Well, see you next week, everybody. No,
It's so slightly
we're having
off. It's
fun.
like a millisecond
Let's talk
off,
about
man.
those
It's
theories,
awful.
though.
Has anybody interrogated the tree?
You keep talking about the tree as if there's one tree. There's not one tree.
No, but there's that funny tree god.
Oh, Ogdi.
How could you forget about him?
I did forget
He had
about
the
him.
funniest
It's
little
like
face.
it's like
And I
it's
think
like
he's up to something.
so very slightly off. It is with the first episode as well.
Hey, let's talk about
but
the
I just won't look at their mouths and it'll be okay.
Suspects. Who do you think was
But Shane looks really weird wearing a t-shirt and then that overcoat. I don't know. He looks like a different person. I don't know why.
Well, technically there are suspects.
God.
And aliens.
You're holding on to aliens, huh?
I am.
You think they landed and then blasted off? The blood just blasted their ass back into outer space?
Yeah.
Guys, if you were an alien and you landed on a planet and realized it had sentient life, would you leave? Because I think I would.
The ice rock that just disintegrated when it hit.
I don't want to get in trouble. People, there's so many. What's a meteor? What's a meteorite? Asteroid? What?
Who are you gonna get in
trouble? Okay, I'm going to sleep. Good
All
night,
the people
Nick.
in the comments, you know.
Have a good night. Have
in
good
public
sleep.
history, I referred to the father as a dinosaur, even though in earlier episodes we did refer to him as a pterosaur, and everyone was like, there's so many comments of people being like, good episode, but pretty sure he's not a dinosaur.
Look, as everybody in the office has already told you, you gotta let it go, man.
I never will.
Every day you walk into the
I never
office,
will.
and you do. Can you believe this? Can you believe this?
Well, we had some people putting forth theories of their own. Let's take a peek at them.
Real.
They better all say aliens.
Oh my god. Theories.
That doesn't make sense.
Will you get out of here? I have Grammarly Go. I don't need you.
Oh, you've got Grammarly Go, the sponsor of
Is
today's
this an
video.
ad?
Grammarly Go.
We're getting an ad right now?
You're in good hands.
Skip.
I don't need the big guy looming over my shoulder when I've got Grammarly Go, which offers personalized generative AI assistance that speeds up my productivity and unlocks the sound of person trying to write. Instead goes down as I get styles flowing. It goes December, but I wanted to get it exciting. Watch our 05 and let's get back to the topic.
Bristow.
I could still see you.
This is from Tad
Excellent.
HG Bristow. As someone that does not believe in anything supernatural, this case leaves me confused. All I can say is it might have been a lumber company cutting some trees without permission and a few too many people eating some mushrooms in one night.
That seems so illogical.
Theory.
That's a fun theory,
A
but
bunch
also
of lumberjacks on
absolutely
shrooms.
crazy. That's not a no.
Wasn't there like stuff at the site itself, like radiation-wise, or was that a different case?
I don't know. Here's the thing, though.
No, there wasn't radiation, but there was like people like felt the shockwave.
And
they were like,
and then further out they were knocked down. If it was a lumber company, and I think we can probably dispel that pretty quickly because
that's so cool for you.
Big boom, big boom boom, boom boom. Everyone hear boom boom boom.
For
boom,
me, it is
glass.
712.
Probably.
No, yeah, that's true. I don't see how a lumber company.
Did you ever see?
There'd also be tracks from like the cars of the lumber company going.
Right.
Granted, they didn't get there till like 6 years later, but
yeah, it took them a while.
You would still think there'd be some remnant.
Did you ever see that video in Russia of the meteorite, asteroid
raining down?
Yeah, when it hit.
Yeah.
And it didn't even hit the ground, it just hit the atmosphere.
These! That's exactly what I was thinking of this entire time. I was like, wow, Russia gets hit by, like, asteroids, like, a lot. Like, this exact video was playing through my head. I was like, huh, that's quite interesting. Like, this, it was so weird. Like, it was like, there was a bunch of people. No knitting tonight for you. Guess who is here? Hello! Hello! I mean, I'm not knitting tonight, to be fair. I mean, It's spooky day. It's spooky day. Russia is... Yeah, but so is Canada! Canada is very big also! I don't see these things happening in Canada. You know? I don't know, man. Like, I remember, like, this being, like, all over TikTok. Where, like, people were like, look at this video. This is insane. I think I've forgotten how to pronounce your name. Annie Mongolia? Annie Mongolia. Maybe? Tell me if that's wrong. Maybe it does and we just don't know about it. I feel like people would film it. Because it looked like this. Look at this.
Such a shockwave of sound that it just shattered glass. And
yeah.
Do you think
like, that's crazy?
I don't know if that's accurate because if I'm remembering
there's a lot of Canada that isn't inhabited, I guess, but I feel like we would see it.
That emitted from this.
Look at this graph.
Correct.
And it did shatter. And it did shatter quite a bit.
It knocked someone over. Someone went.
If you guys don't get that joke,
which is
you're too young.
Indicative of some sort of asteroid or comet hitting.
Right.
And yet there's no crater.
Well, no. Well, my point was that in that video from Russia,
I like the sign that says public enemy.
I mean, it did impact eventually.
Them.
It was pretty small. Yeah. But the sound shockwave that went out was from it hitting.
Happy I get the reference. Excellent.
But they found where the asteroid hit, though.
I mean,
it's like from a Vine. I feel like Vine is like old now. Like if you like reference Vines,
I don't mind black
people just
hole
don't get it
That's
anymore.
Stupid.
I think that's kind of dumb. I feel like that would swallow the Earth.
Stupid.
It probably would swallow the
How big? Like a little black hole?
Like one you could fit in your pocket? Here's my pocket black hole. Remember what? Wasn't there a cartoon where there was a black hole and you could throw it on things?
You're thinking of Looney Tunes.
Was there a specific episode where you could put the hole on the wall and you could jump into it?
I love that people aren't watching this.
You know? You know what I'm talking about, right?
I'd really like to see what else they have to say about the Tunguska event. And Ryan's like, what was that thing they had in Looney Tunes?
Yeah, you could throw it on a wall and they could go through it, and then he was like, I'll take that.
The debriefs have never felt more justified. We have a lot more to say about this, and hopefully, like last week,
real, because this episode is definitely not just 19
seems
minutes
like it must be some sort of
where the last one was 35.
Here's another theory from Rory. It probably took so long to get to the impact site because every tree was downed within hundreds of miles. You can't drive over downed trees. If there were any roads in that area to begin with, they'd be completely blocked. Did they even have chainsaws back then? Imagine a team of science nerds cutting their way through that with hatchets. That's actually a great point.
They'd be a jacked team of scientists.
Like,
by the end of it, yeah.
Yeah, because remember how
I'm still sobbing about what, Rabbit? Are we still talking about Jen Loss?
Yeah. And it made him even look bigger.
Yeah.
I should just start doing that. I should get tiny little glasses that are like this big.
You should. That might make people think that you're a real big guy.
Yep, fair enough. Fair enough.
Should I get really big glasses?
TMB.
We should every episode
Plays
of the show
hello.
get glasses that get progressively smaller and yours get bigger until it becomes so obvious that people have to call it out.
That sounds like a plan. Anyway, that's a great theory.
That's a good point.
I guess thinking about it, it hurts my heart.
That's
yeah,
true.
dude, I keep thinking about it too, and it's amazing. It's just, oh my god, it's so good. It was so well done.
Any evidence of a crater.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Is that nuts?
It's a mysterious
What
event.
happened? You know, it's like, that's what.
I mean, it took them so long to get there that, like,
what happened?
We can't explain it in the natural worlds, though. The only
maybe there was, like, a
aliens.
landslide during that time or something?
If you landed on Earth and you based all of your knowledge of Earth and thinking, like, all your opinions off of where you landed, and you landed in Russia?
Boom.
In the forest? And
it's
they're like,
cold.
wow, this place sucks. I guess we'll go to somewhere else. And that's that.
But if they landed in Cabo,
or
we might be like, they might be fully integrated into our society.
I get a notification from Twitter?
We might be walking outside, you know. There
Why?
Might be
What's happening on Twitter?
Who's sitting over there in the corner being like,
give us the tea. What's happening on Twitter?
Exactly. Or we'll be at like a watcher pool party, and they'll be like, this is the best pool I've been in since Goop Goop.
And this whole episode would be different because we'd be like, why don't you come on here and tell us about what happened to your ancestors at Tunguska? And he'd be like,
yeah, exactly. And then they'll try and eat this globe whole because it looks like candy on their native planet. They'll be like,
Moving on to questions now. Let's get
Getting a notification from Jen Loss. Ah, I see.
This one's
I keep going on the Tumblr page of it and reblogging stuff to the point where people are like, it's just Jen Loss right now.
This is interesting because we do have more experience, but in a way, we don't really, you know, at all.
That's one of our rare gifts.
I think we're dumber now than we were in 2016.
I was just about to say, most humans intake experience and then convert that into knowledge. And we take experience and we convert that
into goop goop.
Into poop.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's all we do.
And my friends are talking about
by over time, that just makes you dumber.
I'm trying to think if there's any cases that we would actually revisit.
I think there's a couple that come to mind because there's a couple unsolved cases that we did that weren't particularly depressing or gruesome. Sure, yeah, I'm not gonna rule it out.
Nice, okay, look forward to next season when it's all old cases. We're revisiting everything.
We're just gonna
start from the top.
We're just gonna we're not gonna even reshoot them. We're just gonna dub over our voices in the room.
Welcome, Doug. History files.
That'd be amazing.
Post Polar says, assuming it was an asteroid that burnt up / exploded.
I can't look at them anymore. No.
An airburst. Wouldn't that explain
But it's
the
so
lack
cool.
of
The
an
jet blossom
obvious
is so
crater
cool,
and the
though.
fact that only tiny pieces of space rock were recovered. Like, a lot would have just become dust. Good luck finding that in a bog in Siberia or burned up completely. Ooh, getting a little cocky at the end of that question. Good luck finding that out.
Post-polar? Damn, dude.
Like, dang, man.
Post-holer?
They're just telling you
I got
info.
some news for you.
What do you got? Oh, here he goes.
Post-polar.
Here he goes.
I
Okay,
got some-
it's been
I
a
got
while
some
since he
news.
did this, but he's about
Don't
to
you think
go
that,
for the throat, baby. Here he goes. Here he goes. Yeah,
Can you do me a favor and be quiet? I'm about to dunk on Post-holer.
Wait. Oh, he dunked on me in the process. Double dunk. All right, here we go.
Here's an
Here we go.
innocent
He got me,
bystander
and
dunk.
now Post-holer.
Everyone should have a hype man like Shane, I think.
Are you ready? I disagree.
It's stealing my heart. I saw Rambo on TikTok. Yes.
Get wrecked.
He is on there.
Yeah.
Frequently,
Yeah.
actually.
I think, you know, also if an alien ship landed, there would be little debris.
What were they doing on TikTok?
That's not even what this is about. What do you mean debris?
He said like rocks.
Yeah, but
They're
if it
like
was
rocks. They were saying like rocks were recovered, tiny little rocks.
yeah.
So wouldn't like tiny little
I'm not
rocks
gonna
be
comment on
recovered if,
that.
like something like blasted its way down?
You know?
Were we able to find out if the rocks were?
I was like
Extraterrestrial?
never in the
Yeah, or
camp
or not even
of
that, just from
finding
space.
any
extraterrestrial.
content creators
I guess that
attractive.
That technically is the
you know?
definition of that. Yeah, it's just a weird way to say it.
I don't know the Russian scientists ever actually did run. I'm gonna look it up.
Like,
I'm
none
gonna
of
see
them.
if they ran. Because that's what this is a debrief.
But
We're
not in
supposed to be
like
doing this.
I
You gotta
didn't
look
think
this
they
stuff up
were
when you do
attractive
your dude. If
they were
objectively, but
tested
I
the
wouldn't like look
rocks.
at them and be like, oh my god, I'm gonna watch this
They
person because they're
believe
attractive.
That some of the debris
I think that makes sense.
are consistent with meteoritic
Wait, so
origin.
they believe that they found debris that would be indicative of that, or are they positive this was?
They
debris?
believe they've found material that is consistent with meteoritic origin.
Why is there?
Guys,
this
what happens
they
when they
believe?
do one of these and there's a mystery and then they do the debrief, which is
We're
recorded
talking
like
about ghosts. We're talking
weeks
about-
later?
You're, 'cause you're
And-
saying
Are there scraps
and it's
of
there's no
solved.
science involved.
I think
when it
that'd be
comes
quite
to
funny.
ghosts? Is that what you're?
Kinda.
I love to hear it. I love to hear it.
It's something you see with your eyes. But in this particular case,
You know who I
there's
find
a
attractive?
scientist, and they're
Myself.
like,
I
study
don't
know
know
Good.
for
what kind
life.
of
No
thing
slash
they,
J.
Test there. I assume
That should be
probably
true.
Something to do with
Good.
radiation. You know, space stuff. Is
You would have
probably
to think, yeah.
radiated
I mean, it
differently.
seems very, very much on, just kind of floating around here.
I think this, frankly, I think this is all in Russia.
You think Russia just did something crazy with their?
No, I think it's up to them to really get to
Good.
the bottom of this. It's not
Excellent.
Our fault. Next one. This is from It's Miko here.
Nice.
Shane, was it weird being the one presenting for once? No. It did take us a little bit to get our sea legs in this one. And even you, because the presentation style is different from something like Ghost Files.
It is, yeah. We had to find some sort of middle ground that we both could kind of meet in.
And also, you got to feel the vibes.
Different vibe.
Different vibes. The basement vibs it's a whole new era, you know?
I kind of
And,
like
and
how
we're
they're
having
going to be
fun down
switching.
there. Too much fun.
Who's presenting?
You may have noted with some of the VHS tapes.
Okay. Hannah Docking. Love, love, love. The focus on mysteries other than typical true crime. Not just murders, but heists and general weirdness. What prompted the divergence from the norm? Well, true crime is very sad to talk about.
I'm missing
We're not
context
big
because
true
it
crime
deleted
heads
it. Oh
outside
no.
of the content that we've made in the past. Every now and then something will catch my attention, but I don't really care for the content.
No, we just wanted to try something different. I think if we were going to come back and do, I guess, like a true crime show, we wanted to make it
I typed Mr.
notably
Fu.
different
Oh,
than what we've
I
done.
understand.
It's kind of what we had a
why
slant
does
for
the
Ghost Files
Knight's
that was a little
Claymore
different.
kind of look
We just
like
wanted
swords
to
from
discuss mysteries at large
Attack
and
on
not just
Titan?
confine it to gruesome murders, which we're not very interested in.
And frankly, I'm excited to
might be
see
what they're
where we
based on.
go. This first season was a lot of fun. I'm sure we'll do 6 to 14 more seasons of this. I'm excited that it's a much broader scope, you know, see what kind of crazy stuff we
Another
can
question, yes.
dig into. Here's one from YouTube.
Bought 11
Who
things from
created the
Etsy and then
intro
I
for
get
show?
them.
The
Do
intro
you
was done
want,
by our graphic
to
artist,
post them in
Diana
Discord.
Arana.
If you want to
nice.
share,
It's a really nice.
you're more than welcome.
Some of the animation, the swiping, I know Annie was trying to like mimic like a slideshow. Like
6
the
to 14 more
projector.
seasons. That's a big
Which is
gap.
cool.
Yeah,
I
but
like
like
the
the
sort
fact
of
that the
VHS
bottom part of that is
approach
6,
to
that's
it,
a lot of
you know,
seasons.
the scan lines.
And the theme song, total banger.
That's a good one.
Very, very, very happy with it.
Now, if I knew the answer to that question, I feel like it would no longer be a problem, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe I have an unlikable personality. I don't know. Bruh.
I listen to that all the time. It's my wake-up alarm now.
I scrubbed through hours of stock music, and when I found that one, I stood up.
He screamed.
And I screamed.
He screamed. Everyone got really concerned. He screamed.
Chuck Dite.
Chuck Dite. Chuck Dite. Chuck Dite.
Is there a reason for that? Like, is it like, wait, hold on, is this a new chatter? Guys, don't roast them yet. Don't roast them yet. Don't roast them yet. Oh, it is a new chatter. Oh, excellent. Okay, cool. What does my introduction thing say? Does it say, like, tell me something that you like? I don't remember, because I posted it a long time ago. I can't read, so I don't know. Okay, fair enough. So, are we saying that about J.K. Rowling because it's, like, genuinely true, or are we saying that because we're a troll? Oh, I think it's genuinely true. Oh. I also like Harry Potter, to be fair. Yeah. Cormac, I do, but no good English? Ah, fair enough. What language did you read Harry Potter in? Averick. Ooh, cool. That's fun. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I like Harry Potter too. It's really cool. Cormac, if you want context as to why the other chatter said ew and uh-oh, and why I asked if you were a troll, I think, if you look up what J.K. Rowling has been doing recently, I think it would make more sense. But basically, like, she just doesn't like trans people, you know? That's why. She is the writer of Harry Potter. This is true. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just telling you now because there'd probably be some people that would think that you were trolling. That you were trying to get a rise out of the streamer or something like that. But Harry Potter's pretty cool. We're watching a debrief of a mystery little episode thing. So, if you like little spooky things, it's where you be.
They say, hey, would you consider putting up pictures of whatever dumb...
Oh, you're not interrupting, man. You're talking in the Twitch chat. That's what it's there for. If I wanted to watch this without interruptions, I wouldn't stream it.
Write down /doodle.
Annie, did you... Because I know they pop up here and there in the episodes. Did you scan every page? How did it work?
There are scans.
Wait, did you scan every page of my journal?
Yeah.
What did you write in there?
That's really funny because one page of the journal, I can't remember which episode it was, but I got really caught up in the new Lakers players. And so I was like trying to figure out the rotations of who would play. And there's like detailed, like, this guy in for 5 minutes in the first quarter.
Do we have a scan of that? If so, let's put it on screen.
It's pretty good. I actually
Oh my god.
got close to
This was during one of my episodes?
Yeah, of course, you're boring.
When I was which one was it?
No, it was when someone else was presenting.
What a nasty man. What a nasty guy.
And I
oh my god, guys, now we have to play a game as to we have to figure out what episode that's in.
I'm not gonna say
where he's doing the sport thing. We have to figure it out.
Oh, he readjusted his posture to let you know what he's about to say is important.
Didn't want to do this.
You didn't?
Uh-oh.
You're doing it.
But I think the time has come.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Ryan and I are no longer friends.
Oh my god, no.
I think it's official, right?
It's official. No,
we're no longer friends.
This is... Oh god, it was a...
People are going to be looking back on this episode and they're going to go, that's when it all ended. And you'll have to tune in to see if we become friends again, but as of right now,
It's good.
Guys,
I've
they're
already
no
had,
longer friends.
I've had a statement prepared.
I know.
It's gone through several.
Guys are no longer friends.
We're gonna have to separate all of our assets that we share together.
Yeah.
This globe, we'll cut it in half.
We'll cut that in half.
Stephen Lim will cut him in half.
That's right.
I got dibs on the
Guys,
top
I can't
half.
believe
You can
it.
keep the bottom.
We'll put a line down the center of the office, like.
I
in that
mean,
one
to be
episode
fair,
of
they
The
were
Brady
friends
we'll
for
hollow
like
them
a
out like the
decade.
jack-o'-lanterns
You know,
that
sometimes
always
it just
entrails
doesn't
are
work
hanging
out.
from
You know,
each half.
sometimes
Well,
it
you
just
know
doesn't
what?
work out.
I think that does it for this episode of
Oh, I guess.
Mystery Files Debrief.
Is that it? Is that all?
Yeah, brother. So bye-bye.
Who
Hey,
gets
quick
Watcher
word
and the
to
divorce?
wise.
I think they
If you wanna
continue
see
doing
these
the
episodes a
company.
whole week
You know?
early,
But they just are
you
not
heard me
friends.
correctly. A week early. That's
Yeah,
how
week
soon you can watch those
1 week
episodes on
early.
patreon.com/watcher. That's exciting.
Okay.
Ryan,
Well, we're done here then.
take us home, my coworker.
Hey, you got it. My
They're
colleague.
colleagues.
Barely colleagues.
And make sure
I
you
will
tune in
check
Friday for a
DMs.
topic I've been wanting to cover for a
Check
long time.
DMs.
The Chupacabra.
Oh, that's a
Pretty
fun app.
good.
That's a fun app. We were friends when we made that
That's
one.
true, and there was a
Chupacabra.
really
It was a nice
funny
vibe, you know?
test that we did to simulate a Chupacabra attack, if you recall.
I do recall.
That's actually that's not a bit. That we
Do I have
actually
the thing
did
for that?
do
Hold
that
up.
in the episode.
Yeah.
It's not as spectacular as it sounds, but it's pretty good.
Hey, for a chance to be featured on next week's debrief, be sure to comment with your theories and questions on the episode, or as I mentioned, head over to patreon.com/watcher to see the episodes a whole dang week early and get an even
surely I
better
have
chance
it.
of getting your question picked.
No.
See you guys next week.
See you next week.
You look at me.
I'm looking.
And you look at me too.
All right.
It's on you now. Is this mystery solved?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. I have to. Oh my god. Oh no. I'm not gonna be. Oh no. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Oh my god. Yo! Trashy, hello! Oh my god. Hold on. I don't think that's the link. Hold on, it might be the link. Hold on. Oh my god, no. Hello. Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? How was Trashy's stream? It's very exciting. What you do today? Okay, I sent the link, Atlas. I think it works. Excellent. Okay, so we just finished doing the— oh my god, why is my camera, like, not where it's supposed to be? Hold on. There we go, I am center. Hello. Thank you so much, Uma, for the lurk. Hello! God gave me things. What were you playing? What? Like, I'm assuming you were playing Minecraft, but what were you playing? Yeah, but like, what server? Jillian SP. Okay, I understand. So we just finished watching the mystery thing. And I was gonna, like, prepare another video, but I was like, this will probably take 2 hours, and it did. But now there's raiders here. What do we do now, boys? What do we do now? I don't have any other videos for you. Golf. Die? I don't want to die. I think it's golf time. Actually. I think it's golf time. Bonk! Oh my god. Golf with your friends. It is golf with your friends time. Oh my god. Oh my god. It is... That scared me. It is golf time. Hold on, let me join a VC. Ba 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 ba. Hello. It's golf time. It's golf time. Golf, 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 golf. Oh, why is that so expensive? That's 2,000 points, so I don't get effing spammed with it.
Guys,
hello, Bat. How are you doing?
Guess who got the new maps?
Yo!
Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo.
Jolf?
Jolf? Hello,
Yo,
Ninja.
Jolf with friends? Yo, what's up?
Jolf with
friends?
With friends. Wait. Jolf with...
Uh-huh.
Jolf. Gene Golf.
Uh-huh. Dude, how about you? I'm doing
Gene
great,
golf?
Bad.
That's what we've come
We
up
just
with?
did the mystery thing, and now it's golf with friends time.
Does it?
Oh, does it have
Oh,
to?
wait. No, I hear it now.
The what?
No, I don't.
I thought about
really...
it, and I get it.
Yes,
I get
yes,
what he's getting at.
Bat, how was the ending of Rebirth SMP, like of season 2 of Rebirth SMP? How did
Billy
it go?
Bumble is now on.
Billy!
Oh my god,
Billy
you
guys,
summoned them.
oh my god, I was first in Billy Bumble's stream yesterday. Today it was excellent.
Yo,
I
oh my god,
fell asleep
you were
to Billy.
I was like, you were up that early? God.
I was falling asleep that early.
Ah.
I saw a Billy Bumble clip in games, and I thought it was made by. Oh my god, the cats are back.
Cat.
Oh.
Cat.
Oh my god. Oh, and the cat's
Olive is
stealing
going
your
for the
cord.
wire.
They yearn for the wires.
Stuff like unbelievable stuff but funny. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad it went well.
You should seriously stop her from doing that. That's like not great.
Cat. Oh my god.
Oh
it's
my god.
me.
Oh my
Wait, why is it not?
god.
It's not actually showing what's going on. What's happening here?
I was gonna say, you're a little behind.
Is anybody gonna send me an invite?
What?
Oh.
Were you
no,
not in?
You weren't
Oh,
there?
lol.
Oh.
Abort!
Bruh.
It's okay, I don't want to play this map anyway.
True facts. Watch us get that map again.
I'll cry.
No.
It's gonna be our map for the month, just like how Museum was our map for the last month.
Worms has been our map for this century.
Oh yeah, no. Worms is
now,
just
see,
our
I was
map.
gonna say we haven't gotten Worms in a while, and now we will, and I'm gonna cry about it.
I will also cry about it. That's like the
Make sure you
worst
change the game mode.
timeline.
Billy Bumble.
Billy
Bumble.
There you go.
Billy Bumble.
Why is it just me and Billy?
Because
Real left. Y'all need to join a new one.
Oh, okay.
This mischief wasn't in when we started.
Yeah. SMH.
Oh, skill issue?
Bitch. Nobody sent me a fucking invite. Sounds like a skill
Wow.
issue.
Online.
Wow.
Learn online.
Wow. Imagine not getting invited to golf.
Guys, I love how we have so many colors to choose. Oh my god, hello?
Oh my
goodness gracious.
Oh boy.
God.
Hello.
Oh my god.
Hi, don't start the game. I will cry. Guys,
Oh.
Too late.
my god, F me.
Oopsies.
I.
So, have fun. Have fun dealing with the
Shut
rage.
up. This is gonna be awful now. Oh no.
Yes. Graders, I
Did
need
you know
you
you
to
can
throw
join a
off
cult tier
Alter's game.
Discord for 10 free cult tier coins? That's right. By doing
God.
exclamation
Shut
mark
up.
Discord, you can join a
Shut
cult tier
up.
Discord
Shut
today.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Cakebird is
Piano Cats,
a
thank you
paydeck.
so much for the raid. Thank you so much for following. Sleepy Sage, thank you so much for following. Hello, how is everyone doing?
Fuck. Shit. Fuck.
Um,
Shit. Fuck. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna try my best to give you guys an introduction while also playing golf. Vantage Cube, hello. Thank you so much for the follow.
Ooh, nice shot.
Klutzy Live, thank you so much for the follow. Surely,
I'm throwing.
Surely I can do this. Surely I can do this without.
It's okay, Altier. I got ya. It's
for sure. Definitely, yes.
I'm gonna do mod things. Whoa.
I've already done a shout out, dude.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
You have?
Yes.
I see it.
Ban them immediately. That's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, immediately ban them. That's how we do it in this house.
What? Where is
I
it?
am doing great.
Wait,
how was your
what?
guys' stream? What were you guys doing? I'm sure
okay,
I did.
you there might have been a timer because Trashy, you shouted out Trashy before.
Oh, there's probably a timer. That's what it is. So you can probably do mod things. You can do mod things.
There we go.
There we go. There we go.
There we go. He was playing Mario and failing horribly.
And Piano Cats, I'm now going to ban you.
What the fuck?
What? No, don't. What? No.
No, I'm not.
No.
Wait, guys,
for legal reasons, that was a joke. For legal reasons, that was a joke. But you can join a Culture Discord for 10 free Culture coins. That's why I've been doing exclamation mark Discord. You can join a Culture Discord today.
Excellent. All right, everyone.
This is so upsetting!
Shut up!
I am upset. I am upset. I am upset. I am upset.
I am also upset.
Okay, wait,
Hamish,
guys.
if you want to give me a bump.
Guys, shut the
Okay,
F up
guys,
so I can make
do you
an
wanna
introduction.
go-
Otherwise, I'm gonna effing deafen myself. Good God.
Okay. Do you guys want to
thank
know who followed me
Mute them,
today?
Heart.
Wow. Wow. Listen, we're the mods. Wow.
Aesthetic, thank you so much for the follow as well. Anyways, my name's Ultralight. I am a
nerd.
Primarily a knitting streamer, actually. I know that's a weird one, but I am. And shut up. And yeah.
True.
I primarily do knitting.
Actual.
Yes, I do. Yes, I'm
Also, you should show them the sweaters.
I will show you the sweaters after golf.
If you're a Lovejoy fan, you can say because Altier's made custom Lovejoy sweaters. Yes, they are very cool, and you can join a Culture Discord for 10 free Culture coins.
Yes, I have made.
Are you sure that you're gonna do it after golf? Like, are you?
Yes.
Are you
sure you don't want to do it right now? You know,
are you
just
sure that you're not gonna, do the point redemptions? Are you sure you're not gonna do the streamer thing? Are you sure about that?
If you redeem knitting break, I do it after the thing I'm doing. So L moment for you.
What the fuck? Somebody give me my points back. This is bullshit. This is bullshit.
Okay, L moment.
You guys want to know? You guys want to know the
got you,
best person? You guys want to know the best person who's ever followed me today?
Yes, knitting is awesome. Thank you.
Someone by the username of Big Bouncy Boy followed me today.
That's amazing. That is actually so based. Thank you so much for the lurk. You have fun as well. Anyways, yeah, I'm primarily a knitting streamer, but I also do Spooky Thursday, which is what today is, but I've already done the Spooky Thursday part. So I talk about ARG.
No, this is the spooky part.
I saw the verified and stream element, so I thought it was AIMSy for a second.
Again?
Oh my god. Oh. Okay, surely I get this.
God damn it! I can never fucking jump right off the bat for a. Oh, I'm
skill.
So you have your tickets already, right? I do.
I
yes.
genuinely think it's an issue with like my game because I've done all of.
Okay, yeah, copium.
Maybe so, but fuck you.
Anyways, yeah, so I do spooky stuff like ARGs, backrooms, that type of thing. And then I play Minecraft. You know, a lot. Yeah. We play Minecraft. We do. I'm on a bunch of servers and stuff. That is what you need to know about me. Anyways, golf time. We take this seriously now.
Yeah, we take golf very seriously in the culture.
We really
do. We do actively. We actively do.
Like the only time we act like
we hate each other. It's golf. You hate each other in golf.
Guys, since you guys don't usually interact with us, we are really good friends, except when we play golf. When we play golf, we're all enemies.
Fucking hell,
I thought you were going to say except and just pick a person.
You!
Get
just
fucked.
live here.
Skill issue.
God damn it! Fuck!
To prove my point.
Never jump when I click the fucking space bar? God fucking bitch ass tits. I'm fine.
Because when you bounce, it doesn't count as a jump.
I clicked the fucking space bar.
Bitch.
But you
You have a
bounce.
skill issue.
I use the
jump.
click. Maybe you have a skill issue.
I click.
Yeah, I click as well.
That's so cool for you.
I click jump.
Clicking
it's
is
great.
so much easier.
Guys, do you and your friends click?
No, we
I
No.
guess you could say we're part of a clique.
We're
Have you
enemies.
guys heard of
I wouldn't call us a
clicking?
clique. We're a cult. Thank you.
That's
What do
there
you
you go.
call a group of
but
cult
you know what?
members?
That
A
might,
clique.
That might
A
genuinely
clique.
be the reason why, like, I can't jump off the bat because I use my spacebar and not like the.
That might be it. That
That
genuinely
genuinely
might be
Bird
it.
does have the same issue, and they do also
Oh.
use their space bar.
this
So
is
I
fine.
think you're correct.
Well, guess I'll die. Please let
Don't
me
do that.
bounce
That's
in
too
the
much
correct
paperwork.
direction. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Oh,
It
my
is
God.
a lot
Oh.
of paperwork.
Hi,
Oh,
Mischief.
oh.
I was a little scared for a second.
Booyakasha.
Oh fuck it! I didn't send enough. Oh, that's awkward. Oh, that's awkward.
Honestly,
Oh,
The fact
I've been
that,
scared
like,
this whole time for Billy Bumble, and it hasn't.
Yeah,
happened
and Billy Bumble's
yeah,
not in the
nothing's
VC,
happened.
so
Nothing's happened. It's so
Because they're not
suspicious.
in VC, we can't yell at them.
yeah.
I mean-
so I think they're just playing
What's
golf.
the point if no one's screaming at them?
I think they're just playing golf.
Billy's not allowed to just play golf.
Don't listen.
Real.
Don't jinx that because they will. They
Ooh,
will
F.
start hunting people
Ooh,
down.
F. It was almost good and then it wasn't. Okay.
I can live with where I am.
Ooh, it was good and then it wasn't.
love it.
This is
I
this is
love it
awful.
when golf
I
and golf.
hate this. I hate this. Oh my god. Meow.
Yo, imagine hating.
It's fine. Elmo,
Imagine
what
hating
the
golf.
F? Meow.
Uh-huh.
Gonna go
Who's
cry about
having
it.
microphone issues?
Now, if only that happened the first time.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow. Oh my god.
Altair, don't mess out.
That's a
I'm-
good tip.
Okay.
I too love it when a map doesn't map.
Altair, do you remember what we do in golf?
Cry.
Okay, how much of a send do we think
Yes.
this has to be? Cakebird,
It
what are
does
your
not
thoughts
matter.
on-
It will fuck you over regardless.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Cakebird,
That was a
Cakebird,
free.
That was a 3?
How-
Okay.
Walter, do you
Was that-
remember? Remember what?
Shoot.
The 5th of
The
November?
21st night of
fuck?
the 21st night of
Cakebird, why
September.
did you tell me that it didn't work?
Oh, I was going
No,
5th
no,
of
not gonna work
November.
for me.
Like, remember the 5th of November? Uh-oh. Okay, how you can
Wow,
tell
Mischief.
we are on different parts of the internet. This is it.
Yeah! Oh my god, that was so good.
Oh,
Pog.
Okay,
Also, like,
this is fine.
don't mess up.
Altair
Well-
Light, welcome to the dark.
Too late.
This
All
is
too late.
this is hell.
Definitely.
This is
Altair
hell.
Light
This is
versus
hell.
Altair Dark.
This is hell. This is hell.
Definitely
This is hell.
don't
This is
have
hell.
Altair Dark.
This is hell.
like 2 more strokes. Yeah, don't do that.
Altair Dark, just Altair Light with a mustache.
How would they know?
Oh my god, guys.
I'm not
on
even
the
like
On a
near
penny
the top
farther
of
by
this.
the
Like
bicycle.
I'm literally losing.
Let's go.
Why do you guys
go.
want me to lose by more?
Because
'Cause
I
it's
want
funnier.
to not be in last place. Cough. Who said
It-
that?
Brings us nothing but immense joy to have someone
Shoot.
who's worse.
No,
Shoot.
no,
Shoot.
no, no,
That
no,
is
no,
what you do in
That
golf.
is what you have to do in
Shut up!
golf.
Hey yo.
Now. Okay. Anyway.
Did I do that on purpose? No.
what's that
Was
packet
it
to?
funny? Absolutely.
I don't even know where the hole is, man.
Up your
That's
mum.
what she
The
said.
hole is where the heart is.
I don't think that's true.
I
It
sure
depends
hope
if you
not.
have a hole in your heart.
I think
I
that
figured it
means
out.
somebody's
This is
dead.
fine.
You know. Like, if you've got a hole in your heart.
I
That's
mean,
Depends
how
on
big
how
of a hole are we
real-
thinking?
Depends on how quickly you talk to him after the hole.
When your assassin puts a hole in
This
your
is
heart.
fine. This is fine.
Do you
Man,
remember?
what?
Is it fine?
What?
Is it
What
fine,
a stream
Altair?
to raid into. I was so quiet and chill for such a long time, and then it went
You
golf.
called golf.
Oh,
You
fuck.
golf
summoned
time.
us.
How did that happen? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Hello, everyone.
Hola.
Oh my god, I made it up here.
swim and swim and swim and swim and swim
What?
and swim and swim and swim.
Hum chow?
Hey, yo.
Are you? Look at this. Look
You
at
said
this
it, not
shit.
me.
What? What?
What?
What?
What?
Oh, what's the out of context
What?
quote?
What?
The
What?
hole is where
What?
the heart is.
What?
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 What? What?
I'm a wife.
What?
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 Womp womp.
Socks red.
Fuck! Why did
What?
I do it that hard? That's what she said.
F.
Hey, yo. What's she doing?
You don't want to know.
There's so much happening. I don't even want to know what's happening.
Oh, this one's a bitch.
This one's a bitch because you can't cheese it. It'll send you back.
Drop
No!
down, roll and show myself a whole new realm of what the fuck was that?
I don't think that's how
That's
the
what
song
happens
goes.
when you drop out of college. Stay in school, kids.
Oh, hi,
Bro, I thought I got that first try.
Okay,
and
guys.
I...
Hey, I'm just gonna. But, oh,
What would happen if I
oh.
just? What would happen if I just? What would happen if I just? Nope.
Oh, I missed.
Surely, hold on.
Surely.
Yeah, let's go! No, it sends you
Oh,
back!
fuck.
What the F?
Oh,
Anyway.
that's why they say you can't.
I
cheese it.
warned
Well,
you.
That's awkward.
I'm gonna cry.
No, get me off the course. Get me off the course.
Oh fuck!
Oh.
I've angled it wrong. That's what she said.
Is
now.
Think about it real hard, honey.
I can't think about a way this context makes sense. I really can't.
You are
It's
so
time to be
pure.
creative.
Vanilla is strong. Yeah, we finally got Altair to react. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
What a golf stream.
I have one more
Hey, we
shot.
love
Hey man,
I have one more shot.
we love talking about balls. and
Oh, tear don't mess up.
I didn't.
Good job.
Foraging for sounds that I can rhyme with orange.
Billy
Yes.
Bumble. Oh no, Billy Bumble.
I'm just a simple gatherer
Heather among.
Look.
A world of
Among.
hunters.
Oh, Billy.
Look
Not about
at
chasing.
Because
Eminem
they've been playing
songs.
so much golf battle.
Billy no. Billy no. Billy no. Billy. Billy no.
Very funny quote cake after my post in the art server. Uh-oh.
Oh my god, guys, I love not being last place. Big fan.
Is it? Oh, it's not me. Thanks, Altair.
Ooh.
I was like, I don't even know, man.
Oh, thanks, whoever bumped into me.
Fuck. I don't like this map. Not good.
Oh, fucking Billy Bumble who bumped into Trashy who bumped into me.
Bump column. Cause it's
Bumpception.
Almost.
Bump City.
Oh my
Alright,
god, that
this is
worked.
fine.
Let's go.
That was awesome.
You know, it just be like that sometimes.
Ah.
Ah.
Womp womp.
No, but choosing Cloud, I
Womp
guess I
womp.
cause some face
Womp
like
womp.
uh-oh, on the trending tab.
Oh, I fucking hate this thing.
This
Oh,
one be
okay,
ending bad. Checking
ending,
analytics. It's like
analytics,
looking in a forensic lab. Oh lord, life's hitting hard. I'm digging up for a credit card. And I crushed the very first time I drew my parents' card. There's
You guys are gibberish. You guys are speaking nonsense.
At the end of stream, raid a hot femboy.
If
Well,
I
I
do.
mean,
What?
I probably
Where?
won't. And I feel like you could probably just do it yourself. You know, you could just go
DIY femboy. Hell yeah.
watch. You can just watch one. You know.
Ninjor, you bitch ass motherfucker! I will haunt your dreams.
I
Okay.
don't sleep. Good luck trying.
I make sure you will. I really will make sure you do.
Skill. That was all skill.
Wait.
Pure skill.
Mass
This is
underscore
all
mischief.
skill.
Are you going live today?
What?
Mass underscore mischief. Are you
Mischief
going live
has
today?
not gone live today out of the week that they said they would go live, so I'm assuming they are.
I am planning to. Yeah.
Mischief, look
Because
how
I know
Billy
you
Bumble's
wanted to
right
play
behind
better
you.
MC,
Okay.
right?
I would. Oh, that's disappointing. Billy, humble. It's fine. 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 Yeah, I was gonna do better MC, but I'm also like not sure. I'm kind of not feeling it today, which is not great. But
Better
it's
MC about that.
Die.
No, the ram.
No.
Shit, tits, fuck, shit, fuck. All
right, surely if I go.
Where?
Just fuck it, you know.
Okay, nope. Okay, a little bit more power, and then it should be okay.
Now, what if I just?
I got you. Oh.
I appreciate it.
This is going
One
great.
day,
Okay, more
be
power,
here.
more power, more
Anyway.
All you want to do, cause all I want to do is turn back time.
Golf really makes us effing lose our minds, really.
I hate this. 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 I hate this.
Really nice all game, and then they just decide I can't make that hole.
It's Billy Bumble behavior.
It's just Billy Bumble. Spidey, that is so cool. We're gonna start making new word ciphers. Okay, bye, Bat. Thank you for showing, for staying. Have fun.
I'm fine.
You sound fine.
If you're fine.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
Where am I?
Dang. Surely I get it this time.
Hey.
Oh, thank God.
Golf. Hello, Jitter. Oh my god. Jitter, how you doing?
Oh, hey guys.
Got it. No way.
I'm
No
not doing
way.
well on
I'm
this
gonna
one.
cry. I'm okay. That is.
That's not what you have to do in golf.
I sure hope not.
I sure hope it does.
Bro.
I sure
I'm
hope
losing
it
my
doesn't,
mind.
actually.
I'm losing my mind. Alright. We full send this.
Fuck!
That is not what you do in golf.
I mean, you could if you tried hard enough.
It is golf. It's the land of opportunities.
I hate myself and also God.
Both of those problems can be
Make
fixed
it let
with
me
more
say
golf.
sexy? No.
No.
Because then anyone can
just
say
wanna say
sexy,
that.
and then people will call me that, and I will be uncomfortable. I'm gonna go cry. This map sucks.
How did this happen? How?
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
Shoot.
Found myself a homely realm with all Jennifer Ford's fortune, so that's like regular more looking just a plug out or among.
Us?
I have one more shot. Surely I get this.
Oh.
Surely.
So what's the Cult Here Among Us stream?
I went the wrong way completely. Never mind.
Cult here Among Us.
Yeah, when is the Cult Here Among Us stream?
Do you guys want to do Among Us for my stream?
No,
I'm totally down.
I can't Among Us today. Among Us hurts my brain.
I mean, I eventually do want to do, like, you know, monthly, like, call tier streams where, like, there's a bunch of people.
That would be
Oh,
fun.
back to the old group stream?
Fuck. Hi, Trashy.
Hola.
Early days of the
But,
group
like,
stream.
do, like, hide and seek, I think.
Holy
No.
shit.
I
am so down for hide and seek.
Hide and seek is great, but I do also like the actual game.
Okay, well, I mean, then
That's
host
lying!
one. Then host one.
But gaslighting.
Host one, then. I'm saying for my stream.
Boo!
Okay, guys. Okay. Happy Gay Month. You too, Roy. There's so many.
Happy Gay Month.
I love gay people.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm homophobic.
What?
Altier's also homophobic. You should be friends.
True. It's true.
Guys,
Altier,
my husband is homophobic. What am I gonna do?
How do you feel about the gays, Altier?
They only cause me pain.
So true. Based. Real.
Accurate.
Where
Accurate
where
and
am
true.
I?
Fun
Where do I
and
go?
whimsical.
Where do I go?
Are the stairs on the map, or am I gonna cry?
They are on the
Yes,
map.
they are on the map.
I was real worried.
I really wanted you.
Where
to be
am
sad.
I? How do I?
Use free cam mode, lol.
No, but like freaking I don't.
Fuck.
How? I think I went the more difficult way. This is not good. Okay, hold on.
Yes, you did.
Altier, can you do at least 3 more strokes, please?
I probably will. I'm literally in last. What are you? What do you want from me?
They want to not be in last and make sure.
I am
that...
in last.
We are tied for last.
I'm not getting over there. I'm gonna stroke out because how do I like what
Okay,
the F?
wait. Altier, you see that wall up top? There's a platform above there that you're supposed to go on.
Yeah, I understand that, but
over.
it doesn't work. I've tried it. So we're just gonna go this way. It worked almost one time.
Well, that's a bit of a skill issue.
You
but...
might wanna angle it.
I'm trying my best. Shut the F up, guys.
What if I
So, Altier, have you considered going when the fish aren't there?
There is no fish! We're in the desert!
What if you went up, though?
Have you considered flying over the pot?
Have you considered
I'm
going
gonna
with
start
the
hacking. I'm
cannon
gonna start
or
hacking.
open?
I'm gonna start hacking. I'm gonna start hacking.
Hacker, man.
F.
Altier
Have
just
you
starts
considered
free
going-
flying.
Yeah.
Just flies into the hole.
Oh my god. God dang it. Alright, I'm gonna...
Woo!
I was always gonna be last! I was last the whole time!
You simply weren't. What are you even talking about?
I was last the whole time. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys the sweaters.
We're not.
The people from Piano Cat's raid, I'm showing you the sweaters now. I have to move the chair out of the way. If you guys the band...
No, Billy!
Guys,
Oh
I got
my
a
god.
rubber ducky floaty.
Okay, so if you guys like the band Lovejoy, I've knitted sweaters based off their album covers, and I'm gonna go grab them.
Billy Bumble.
All right, when is Among Us happening? Because I am going to shower at some point tonight.
What?
When is Among Us happening?
Are we actually gonna do that?
Are we? That's what I need to know.
It's your stream.
Well, I don't know if we're gonna have enough people.
Okay. Okay. Are you guys
I
ready?
don't think it's happening.
I don't think it's happening.
Okay.
Okay.
Billy
All right.
Bumble.
So this is the first one. So this is the Call Me What You Like. Or not the Call Me What You Like sweater. Oh my god, I'm gonna go cry. This is the first one for Your City Gave Me Asthma. So that's the album cover, and then
Which
on the
isn't
back.
technically Lovejoy.
No, but
it's
and then that's a little bit that's Wilbur standing on the train on the train platform. There we go. That's the first one.
Woo.
And then second one we have Are You Alright? It's backwards because my camera's backwards, but there's that. The Are You Alright sweater has Anvil Cat. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's Alter! Hello, Alter, how are you doing?
Oh my god. What?
And then
Why did everyone leave golf? What the fuck?
Yeah,
I just came back and what the fuck?
I didn't think we were
And then there's the band members, and then Wilbur with the cat.
The only choice is to abandon Cake.
And then the one that
In
I'm
the
the most
time of
proud
golf.
of. This one is the Pebble Brain one. So this is says Lovejoy Pebble Brain. It has the album cover, and
I'll join
then
back in a little quick,
I
but
made
gotta
it
see-
so that it's more of a sweater than the other ones. And then on the back we have Wilbur and the band, and then we have the bird falling because The Fall is my favorite song by them. Still, actually. There we go. Those are going in the background now. I don't know if anyone from that raid is actually even, like, still here. So. I mean, I'll show them again tomorrow. Some of them seem kind of interested in me doing knitting stuff. So, okay. I almost fell asleep on stream, so I'm gonna go now. Okay, who do we want to raid?
I'm trying to debate right now if I'm actually gonna go live.
Okay.
I say do it, no balls.
I may have no balls.
Balls,
A
no
femboy?
balls.
You can go visit a femboy if you would like. So we could. Okay. There's a lot of choices. There's two. There's okay. I'm gonna give you guys some choices. So we have It's Only Nick, who is playing on his hardcore world. We have Astro, who is building stuff on his viewer SMP Minecraft. We have, I don't know what this person's playing. Like, I don't know what this game is. Kind of looks like one of, like, a spooky game, kind of like FNAF type thing. It's called, Garten of Bad Ban? I don't know. But it's Honeydew Lemon. Honeydew Lemon used to raid me quite a bit, so that would be pretty cool. And then there is the Hecking Frog, who is playing Deceive Inc. There's so many, guys. You guys, there's so many. Did you know a group of worms is called a clue? A clue? A clue? Is that how you pronounce that?
Looks like it.
I think so.
I did not know that.
Guys, what if just to like keep up with going live every single day this week, I play the internet is down dinosaur game for 5 minutes and then
do it.
Do you want to
Technically, it would be going live.
Cats?
I am not gonna raid you for that.
I mean, I would raid out to one of the people you listed.
You know what?
I don't
I've
know.
only
I would watch
raided
Dino
It's Only
Game.
Nick once. I'm feeling raiding this person today.
Go ahead.
I have actually streamed the Dino Game before.
Have you?
Okay.
Yes, because what I wanted to do
Okay, we're
was
going to
not
Nick.
working, so I did the Dino Game. Bye-bye, Altier.
Chat. Bye-bye.
Bye, Altier's
Bye.
chat.
Bye-bye.
And Altier. Altier is disappearing after this.
Well, I'll be in VC. I just might fall asleep. All right.
There.
I will see you guys over there. I'll be streaming tomorrow, doing, knitting things like usual, at my usual time, so like 3, 4-ish p.m. PST. And we'll be continuing the sweater. Yeah! Yep. Unless the Gen Loss Founders cut comes out, and then maybe it won't. I don't know. Anyways. Okay, see you guys over there. Bye!
Well,
Goodbye.